recording. So, what do you want to do?
Oh, one more thing
Yep.
before we start. I lost track of time and I forgot to make myself food, so I'm gonna step away a bit to put some chicken in the oven. Other than that, everything's fine.
What sort of chicken?
Frozen chicken strips.
Hmm.
Just listen, just let her have it as chicken. She doesn't have to specify.
You
And then
know,
I'm
I'd
gonna.
recommend putting a little bit of garlic in there.
No, well, I'm gonna have it with. I made like fancy rice and spinach and hummus.
I still haven't heard
Yummy.
garlic.
There's no garlic in there.
There's garlic in hummus. Leave her alone.
Maybe I'm the vampire the whole time.
Yeah.
That's Selwyn's realization.
So, what are you going to do?
We're leaving. We left. We got out before they could get angry enough to kill us.
Okay. Now what do you do?
I love how we are in our first fucking stop and already stuck.
Yeah, we weren't even really supposed to stop in Dubel. I'm just
Yeah,
too
you guys
good at
aren't
finding
stuck.
rumors.
You guys can just head out the gate now.
No. We gotta be
Um,
able to kill a vampire for murder/volley, but mostly murder.
I guess we can start gathering rumors about the treasurer, where he might
Okay, hear me
frequent.
out.
What was that?
What'd you
Meta?
say, murder?
You're
Hear
quite
me
right.
out. Hear me out. We haven't been thinking so far. Let's just go up and punch your treasure in the face.
Yeah, that's a
I would
point.
really not.
I thought we were
wanna-
supposed to find like the den though as well through the treasurer.
Yeah, because
We're
they'll go
supposed
to ground or
to-
whatever.
Yeah, we're supposed to get to the root of the problem, and we don't know if the treasure is the root of the problem right now.
We also
Okay.
are historically not great at getting to the root of the problem.
Well, you are, but it's more of a scorched earth approach.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
If you burn the whole tree, the roots are really easy to find.
Yeah.
Well, no, like last session, they told us they don't really have an HQ. We just have to kill the biggest vampire, which is probably the treasurer. So they don't have like a vampire dungeon that we can storm. Sadly.
Yeah, that's not a bad, band name. Vampire Dungeon. It
No,
is-
it's pretty solid.
Yeah. It's like Silence
still
in the
think-
Abbey.
If never mind, it's a dumb plan.
No, there's no such thing as a dumb plan. Throw it at the wall. See if it sticks.
Okay, here's my plan. Let me picture this. You know, you're walking down the street, you just bought yourself some nice shawarma with garlic sauce on it. You're enjoying your meal, kind of lost in your own world, lost in the sauce, as it were. You bump in. Oh, this happens to be the treasurer of the town. You bump into him, sauce all over him, all over his clothes, his face, and then you see if he's a vampire. See how much it bothers him.
I don't know if that's subtle either. And to be honest, are we sure that they're weak to garlic, or is that just an old wives' tale?
I'll have you know someone's a vampire expert. Let me actually check this.
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you doubt Selwyn and it's just insane vampire knowledge.
I can remind you what the weaknesses you're aware of, or I can let you keep talking about garlic.
No, I know them. Oh, I have expertise in vampire knowledge.
So are they actually?
I don't think so.
So that
So-
won't work.
Emmy, is that a skill or is that a proficiency?
It's on my hodgepodge list of
Okay.
of stuff I pick up when I roll nat 20s on knowledge checks.
So, I'm just going to give you some information in general. This won't be everything, but this will be some of it. So, vampire, their creature type, vampire in this context, is not undead, it's technically monstrosity shapeshifter. They have the ability to take a humanoid form. They can't decide which humanoid form they take. Some vampires can. You don't know if this is one of those. So, depending on what vampire, it might only have a single humanoid form it can go into. its natural form is very large and nasty. And by that I mean think like uh, a giant, like a large monster that you don't want to fight with wings. Also worth noting, uh, they can't be affected by divination spells unless they choose to be. So locate person, scry, all that stuff won't work. Locate object on stuff they're wearing in theory might work, but them themselves can't be targeted. It goes without saying they're a legendary creature. Now on the weakness front, you are aware they do not have a reflection. You are also aware when their absence of reflection is noticed, they are aware of that. I don't know if this will help you, but they are also very easily addicted to blood, which, if they are suffering from blood addiction, they become quite feral, which probably isn't good, but who knows?
New plan.
New plan?
You're on the street. You're cutting up an apple because it's lunchtime and you're hungry. Oh no, the knife slipped. I've cut open my hand. What's that? The treasurer is walking by? And you smell some blood on the air? You might go a bit crazy.
You're making a lot of assumptions that I feel are unsafe to make.
I'm trying.
But I
Uh,
like
Come up
them.
with ideas.
I
Why
actually
don't
like
we
where she's
try
coming
the
from.
rumor route and see what we can come up with from that angle? Because we might be able to come up with a less very, very rare chance of hit, very good chance of miss plan.
I
Like,
don't know.
I like
him.
throwing ideas at the wall.
yeah,
You don't have to
like,
be rude about it.
I'm not being rude.
I just want to say,
Sounds rude.
Emily, while your ideas weren't necessarily the safest, I supported them.
Thanks, Patmore.
Now, if I had a PC at stake, I may not have, but as a GM who owns all the characters, I'm 100% behind your plans.
If only we had a Diego, he would totally do it.
Yeah, too bad.
Diego
And
is a beautiful creature.
We don't have a dumb one because Fergus is actually practical, so we really don't have a Diego.
Is he though?
No,
more
that
practical.
man's dumb as fucking rocks, but he's like salt of the earth. Pardon the 2 earth puns in
Let
that
me-
sentence. Jesus Christ, I
Let
didn't
me
even mean
use
to do that.
3 years of my life to make a big earthquake. It's it's not the smartest man there.
It saved you, though, so it was smart.
We were in a crypt. We
Yeah,
almost
and
died.
none of you died, so he saved you.
I will say we were the ones that do it!
I said don't do it. But I'm also afraid of everything, so.
It's fine.
Oh boy.
It could have been much worse. He could have not done it and you all died. And then we'd see Varley 20 sessions early.
That's true.
And a whole nother set of party, whole nother party.
So, rumor mill. Why don't we pull a Scooby-Doo? We'll split you guys into a group. So, can I have a D... Okay, we're gonna do it this way. Zombie, pick your partner.
That one.
Selwyn, okay.
Hey.
Cool. Murder, pick your partner.
I don't know. Cat, I guess.
Okay. Which one?
Oh, both of them.
You only get one. Do you want Greenie or do you want Blondie?
I guess Greenie.
Okay. Cat, as Blondie, pick your partner.
There's 2 of us, but I guess it'll be
No,
me and
there's four.
Angel.
No, there's 4 of you left. There's Atten and Amelia.
Oh, that's true. I don't know if we should stick the NPCs alone, but yeah, sure. I'll go with Angel, and then the NPCs can bond. Amelia, I need you to not get Bink killed. If people breathe on him wrong, he might die.
I hardly doubt that. He was quite helpful against the Heliotics.
Yes, he was, but Okay, just don't like let him get hit or like stub his toe or anything.
He's a surprisingly proficient healer for a man of the arcane.
Side eye her, and I'm like, I'm gonna let that go. I don't think like all of his life force is a great healing strategy, but I'm gonna let that go.
Short of the fucking heal spell, life transference is the most bang for your buck healing in 5e.
I mean, yes, as long as you're fine with gutting yourself.
Yeah, he's
Also,
fine with
you
that.
need a con modifier for that
No, you
to
don't.
actually be useful.
Nope. He can get at least one use out of it before it kills him.
Yep.
In theory.
Real fucking close that time, but yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. So, starting with Carl and Selwyn, can I have... Well, actually, before I ask you to do your check, Carl, Selwyn, is there anything you would like to discuss with each other while you're doing your investigation?
You know, buddy, we could always do your plan. No one's around watching.
That is true. But I think it'd probably be best for any plan that we have to be done as a group.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Because if it does turn out to be a big vampire, I'm afraid to say I don't think the two of us can take it on.
I don't know. I got Gendril.
That you do.
Can I have a D100 just for the chance of running into him while you were alone?
You want me to do it?
Go for it.
Okay. Can I have an investigation check from Selwyn and I have the world check from Zombie? You guys rolled basically the same on the dice. Interesting. Selwyn, what part of him are you trying to get information on? Like, where he lives, what he does outside of being a treasurer, previous employment.
Yeah, like where he lives, where he might frequent. When did he turn up? Because, like, when did he get appointed treasurer?
So he's been treasurer for 2 years. He's been in this city for 8. And his previous employment / residence is one of the larger orphanages in the city.
Oh, we should go investigate the orphanage.
Let's do it.
Carl, with an 11, ask for information that's slightly more personal, but it's still in rumor form.
Any dirt on this guy?
Shady dealings, backroom wheelings.
There's a rumor that he gets around a little bit because he's been seen with different female and male accomplices over the years.
So the rumor is that he's a slut. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I mean, it's an easy honeypot scheme.
Yep. Good for him.
Okay. That brings us to Team Meat Brains. So, Vesh and Vali. What do you want to do?
Let's go beat this guy up. We got this.
I know it would end here. No, Vesh is trying to be responsible.
So
Think
is
of the
Vali.
children.
Eat the children?
No, I said think about the children.
We don't.
I was gonna
they
say,
don't know
Pebble,
about
what?
that yet.
That's fair.
No, they. I don't know. I don't think we should do investigation checks because then, with my 1 in it, it's not going to end well. Oh, coughing again.
No coughing.
Yes, coughing.
No.
Probably. I guess we could, like, start, like, not looking for rumors, but, like, physically looking around, like, for places of import to the treasurer, like
Do you know
his
what you're
favorite bar.
describing, Kat?
Yeah, information.
You're describing an investigation check.
I know.
Like,
Unless you
if
want to go
you...
start drinking somewhere and be
No,
like,
I
tell me
bought a-
the rumors.
I bought a fucking winery last time I did this. I don't want to drink anymore.
Okay.
That was
Ma-
with Calissa.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
there you go. So, Kat, you just have to sometimes do it, regardless of your mod.
Oh, hey, I got a little palindrome on my roll. 21 and 12.
Yeah. Palindrome's such a nice word.
It is.
Okay. Murder with a 6. His middle name is Thomas.
What's his favorite color? God damn it!
Oh. Ironically red.
What is he? 12 years old?
What's your favorite color?
Orange.
Oh, you know, red's less
Adult.
popular cousin.
Red's cooler cousin. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. No, we're not going to open that can of worms. So, with that in mind, Kat, what are you looking for?
Places he frequents, and maybe the names of the people he talks to.
Okay. As you rolled a nat 20, you can write into your proficiencies that you're proficient in information about Doyle Thomas Linwood.
It's staying Doyle because the sentence got real long, or the name got real long.
It's almost as if the longer...
It's also not a strength proficiency, Vesh. What are you doing?
It's
Please.
almost as if the longer the name is, the more important you are.
Yeah. No. Info about Doyle. Automatically roll strength. I'm gonna beat it out of him.
So, Kat, because you rolled so high, just ask me questions, specific questions, and I'll give you the answers. Like, you know who he associates with, so we're not going to spend 20 minutes discussing everyone he associates with, so now
Fantastic. I really didn't want to. Okay. Does he have, like, a protege within the Treasury Department or something like that? Like, an assistant, a personal assistant, a gopher, a protege that he relies on?
He does, but he's also generally not liked too much there because he's civil servants aren't really fond of him because he lowered their pay.
Oh. Is he, like, embezzling or anything?
Not over 21.
Okay.
Either he's really good at it or he's not doing it.
Alright.
Counter argument though, why would a vampire need money?
Buy
Why
fancy
wouldn't they need
coffin?
money?
Duh. Gotta buy fancy coffin.
Oh, you need to get those new coffin dice.
Yeah, seriously. You gotta put wheels on it.
Oh. You know the handbrake just in case someone tries to push your coffin while we were sleeping in it.
Yeah, you got to turn it into a little go-kart. And you also have to make the fabric inside real nice and cozy.
Oh, and you need the minibar.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Like, what is a coffin without a minibar? But okay. And aside from his house and his job, is there anywhere he likes to hang out / is seen going often?
He yeah, like he's seen quite often with the like the members of the orphanage. Taking them to do stuff.
Thus.
So, was your rebuttal to that sus full stop?
Yeah. Pretty much. Okay. Murder, do you have any questions about my newfound knowledge?
No, not really.
Fair enough. I don't either.
Okay, so we'll get back
if
to
I
you when you
think
have more questions
yeah.
then?
If I think of something else, I'll ask it. But for now, I'm currently eating dinner, so I'm thinking about my potatoes.
What are you having with your potatoes?
Chicken.
Ah, you're also having chicken. How's the chicken prepared?
I grilled it because it's grilling season now.
It's a bit cold for grilling.
I mean, yeah, if you're having seasons backwards, I guess it is.
I'm gonna move past that because those would be fighting words. Okay, Kat, you're immediately back in the ring with Nyx.
Callisto's immediately disoriented.
Are you alright?
It's fine. I had a vision. It's fine.
Do you need to sit down?
Probably, but we're good. Yeah, had like a little liminal moment. It's fine.
A little bit of blood runs out her nose.
Yep. It's like sometimes you perceive the folds of the universe, and they suck because the universe is bad at folding. It's like a fitted sheet.
You know, I don't always understand the things you say, Callista, but I'm happy to be here.
Well, that's good, I guess. So, what do you want to do?
So, a thought occurred to me. We're putting a lot of faith and trust in the fact that these Helio people actually investigated and have actual proof that the treasure is the suspicious one, you know?
I mean, they were. Hold on. They had a 2/3 right on all the people in the cells that we opened up. So, like, they're not bad odds. Like, there were 6 cells and 2 humans and 4 undead. Like, their odds aren't the worst on their investigation. But I don't think we're gonna go, like, in there and pell-mell and fucking kill him immediately. I hope that's not what the others are doing. 1,000-yard stare. So I figure we'll do our own investigation and either corroborate and then we all get together and beat him up, or if our investigation turns up something else, then we'll bring it to not Philippe. Philippe didn't like us. Jerome.
I don't think Jerome liked us much either, though.
I mean, yeah. But Philippe was like leaking bloodlust with the killing of his son or whatever. So Jerome's less likely to try and smite us. So we do our investigation, they do theirs. If we meet at the same place, great. If not, we'll figure it out.
Alright, well, what if we kind of put our ear to the ground in the figurative sense, God?
You too have seen the fitted sheets of the universe.
And listen for rumors about him as well as anyone else in power, because they would go for someone in power for sure.
That's fair.
If anyone's been acting strangely.
Okay. Do you also want to look into the Helio people? Because you sound suspicious.
Well, I mean, Mark always said that they were bad people,
Like they are.
and now everybody's acting like they can't lie or whatever, and I'm like, but
Well, we couldn't. The pile of rings said not to, and you know, I don't like their god, but he is in fact a god. So
oh, what's his name again? I always have the hardest time pronouncing it.
Ophanim or Helio?
Ophanim. It's so much easier to call him Opie, and I know he doesn't like it, but Ophanim. I gendered him, and I don't even know if it's right.
It's probably fine. I don't think it exists in the realm of Spectrum for that, so language is a tool. Anyway, so I'm fairly confident that they were on the level in the room. By and large, I wouldn't want to meet one in an alley, an Ophanim or a Heliotic person. But so that's kind of like the enemy of my enemy is an asshole, but you know,
Right.
vampires, shrugs.
Have you ever fought a vampire? Has anyone?
We have, yeah. And that one, or was that a giant blob? We have fought vampires before, right? Question to the group.
Narrow it down, Kat. What giant blob?
Oh, no, I think that might have just been a giant bat monster. Controlled by a vampire. In a chapel.
Oh yeah, in the crypt. Yeah.
Then we opened an egg. Then we opened the egg and there was a giant blob.
Okay, yes, an Ekimura, which is what that was, is a vampire. It is not...
Like these vampires.
It is a cousin species to the higher vampire. Not to linger on this too far, but there are... You have lesser and higher vampires. This is not talking undead. This is purely talking about the shapeshifters. And then you have species that aren't exactly the same, but they come from the same plane as them, and that they also primarily consume blood, but they don't infiltrate society. They're not shapeshifters. They're just stuck in their form. Ekimuras are like that. There's other, like, catacans are like that, fletters are like that. So there's a bunch of different things that are similar to them, but not exactly the same. But depending on the sort of vampire it is, they might be able to control them.
Yeah. So we fought that bat once, and it, like, yeeted Mark through a wall. Or something. Or tried to eat him.
Out of character. Do we know that Mark is dead? Because this has never been answered.
Like, the answer is it's been like 2 months without contact, and it's been every time we've asked the question.
Yeah.
Like, I'll put it this way, Murder. Yes or no? Do you want Mark dead?
Sorry?
Yes or no? Do you want Mark dead? Like, he's your character. Do you ever want to appear again, or do you ever want to play him again?
I mean, we could...
I fucking hate you, actually.
Why don't... Like, I'll tell Nyx that I've been getting radio static, but that's not uncommon for Mark because he's a dick. And then you can figure that out off camera.
It's been just a vacation for him.
Look,
Yeah, he's like, decline.
Yeah.
Decline again. Decline a third time.
If you like Murder, you can think about it for a bit. But at the end of the day, my point was it's your choice.
Yeah, no, that's not really what I'm thinking over. I'll just DM you for a second.
Okay, cool.
I wish we could ask Mark about it, because he knows way more about this shit than we do.
About vampires?
No, about Helio and the
Oh,
assholes.
like both are true.
Yeah.
Like heliotic people do hunt vampires, so he would know more, and he does know more about heliotic people.
Yeah. Too bad he's dead / on vacation.
And I might
Oh
be
well.
wrong, but I think Mark also had an engagement with a vampire at one point.
The super mortal one, yes.
Yeah. It's fine.
Oh well.
So, Cat, Angel, what sort of role do you want to make? If you want to make a role, that is.
I mean, investigation, I think. I
I
mean, maybe I could kind of argue insight for myself, just like,
do you
is this guy weird? Do people not like him?
So, is there any finagle that Angel can do to get a nature check to figure out what type of vampire he might be?
You would need a reference point. Like, you would
Yeah,
need...
okay. Fair enough.
Okay, what I'll say, like, if you want to not roll int, you can roll charisma, right? And that's you doing you going to a bar and talking to people. Alternatively, you could roll a... If you want to just stalk the son of a bat, just roll stealth and perception. If you want to check out his wallet, roll strength to beat him up in the alleyway.
Mug
Yeah.
him as part of our investigation.
If you want to eat him, roll con and see if you get indigestion. Like, you can roll really any skill. Con is really the exception. You can't do that one, and I wouldn't recommend strength or dex, but you can do charisma instead if you want.
Iron stomach volley.
Murder. You failed the DC by more than 5, you explode.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Well, no, if it caused an explosion, then it would be a save. Then I would pass it.
Oh.
Because you asked
Clever
for a
man.
check.
The minutia on the hypothetical eating of the new big bad.
Yeah, no, Bonnie just takes a little nibble off the top.
Just
Well-
a little off the top.
So the reason I asked for insight is just get a feel for how people think about this guy.
So I don't... If you want to do that, I'll need Cat to roll charisma to get people talking, or you can roll charisma to get people talking, and then the one who didn't roll charisma can roll insight.
My charisma is 14.
Oh, samesies. Yeah, fuck you, murder. I'm not.
Now, I'll give you
Uh-oh.
advantage if you do it at the bar and you just get sloshed while doing it.
No, I'll buy another
God.
winery.
I'm just giving you the option of advantage, Cat. It's up to you how you use it.
Are you saying she's a more approachable person when just blackout drunk?
Yeah.
What if we pretended to get drunk?
Well, then I'd need a performance check first.
Absolutely, I am proficient in
You
performance.
guys already did the character work for this, so
That's true. Yeah, did we make any friends yesterday when we were blackout drunk that I can talk to?
You don't remember most of that time, Cat. Remember,
That's
the last
true.
thing you guys
So when I
remember
get-
was
Wait,
going
wait,
drinking.
wait,
into
wait.
character, you could get drunk too.
Yeah. So
Sorry?
we should get advantage on the performance check.
If you're drinking, yes.
I mean, we'll have a drink.
Okay, I'll need a DC 5 con check, then a advantage performance, and then if you pass that, advantage social check. Okay, Cat, you're fine.
Okay, and then performance. Oh, bad.
Okay, Andrew, you're still fine. Okay, Cat. Now roll a flat persuasion, deception, or intimidation check.
Why flat?
Because
You said you'd give us advantage.
Rolled shit.
yeah, she didn't
Oh.
roll high enough.
Yeah. Just any of the charisma ones.
Yeah, your
Which ones
choice.
did you
But
say
like, if you
again?
roll intimidation, there might be a fight. Like, if you pick on.
No.
I'm also
I love
helping
fights.
her.
I'm lying to
no,
people.
so you're doing the insight check at this time.
Oh,
So
I didn't have
she's
advantage,
getting them
but-
talking, and you're inciting what they're saying. So okay, now
I'm-
Angel, you roll insight. Okay. Your takeaway of Mr. Linwood is he's not super sociable. A lot of like full-time public servants aren't a fan of him. Depending on who you are, you either think he's okay, or you think he's a monster because he's fairly zealous when it comes to what he's cutting money from and where he's moving it.
Is there a pattern to that?
He just from an overview, like the specifics, you'd have to look at documents. But the overview you're getting is he's taking money away from well, he's reducing the amount that people who are working in government are being paid. He's putting more money into kind of state-run things like the orphanage. He's removing certain paid benefits from people who are part of government departments like the guard. So it seems that he's kind of taking money away from people, the management side of government, and putting it towards more of the support part of government in this area. Isn't kind of an overview.
A
Oh
monster.
no, he's a socialist.
Well, that's kind of what you're getting, because the people who were getting benefits for being part of running government or, doing government work are getting less money, but the support networks in the settlement generally like him because they're getting more money than they used to. So it's worse than we feared. It's not a vampire, it's a socialist vampire.
What are the rumors of, like, is there any rumors about children from the orphanage going missing, or is he like, did he make a college prep program?
So, no more rumors than there would normally be about, like Hank disappeared from the orphanage, and then you ask someone who knows Hank, it's like, what, I thought Steve went missing from the orphanage. And it's like, really, there's no one's missing as far as you can tell. It's just everyone thinks there's someone missing.
Mm-hmm.
But generally speaking, there's no, special college prep thing, but it seems that the orphanage is has a really good turnover rate. People are generally getting employed afterwards, but it's not like, people aren't walking out of there with degrees. It's an orphanage, not the X-Men school.
Right. I think what I'm getting at is like, oh yeah, they went on scholarship in Terraborn, and then never to be seen or heard from again.
To be fair,
Generally,
they didn't go to college after the X-Men thing too. They just got PTSD.
generally, a lot of people who leave the orphanage stay in Jupiter. It is
Okay.
somewhat expensive to move to a different settlement, and you also lose access to any connections you have. Some do join the army and leave that way, but that's somewhat temporary unless you go to East Gulf and that's permanent.
Mm-hmm. So there's no rumors or feeling of the kids are disappearing in a suspicious ways.
Nope, he has a
Right.
really good PR guy. Or
I
he's
hate
not
guys
evil.
with PR guys. Yeah.
It's one of those two.
Well, no, he's the finance guy. He is evil. It's just.
Oh yeah, well he's an accountant. Of course he's evil. You've got accountants and lawyers, and then other fiends. No, present
Alright.
company excluded.
I'm none of those things, so you're fine.
No, I just meant in general. I don't want to be sweeping just in case Murder's like, well, actually, I have an accounting degree. I'll be like, damn. Okay, so, any further questions before you reconvene at the mystery machine, i.e., the bar?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Oh no, I scared Murder away.
No, Murder died again.
I
That's
hope his
sweet.
internet's not being a butt.
I think it might be.
I'm just gonna hope he had like a 4-second blackout and his power's now fine. Because that's kind of the ideal thing, because then he'll be fine for the rest of the session, but if it's just stormy and his internet's kicking in and out, then that's bad. So I don't really want to do the summary until Murder's back, even though he's potentially been paying the most attention to it, because Murder is the most and least committed person to the narrative at every given moment. So, oh, hey, Murder, you doing okay?
Oh
I'll try
no,
that
this
again.
bird's
Hey,
still crashing.
hey,
I'm
Murder, how many fingers am I holding up?
like 2.5. Like the third one did not want to like commit fully.
Okay, cool. He's alive, guys.
Thank God.
We did
And he's
it.
still Murder. He has not been replaced by a vampire.
And it was an angle thing. It was 3 fingers, but I was holding it like that, kind of, because the camera's not here anymore. It's now there.
They do call you Patmore the Angler.
Oh, God.
Right. Anyway, so Moto's Discord. It's not weather stuff screwing you over.
Oh no, it full on like refreshed, like crashed, and it started booting back up again. So I think it was just a Discord thing.
Okay, cool. Because Moto, it saddens me when you're not near. So anyway, you guys reconvene. I will quickly just roll 2d20 to see how Amelia and Bing went, but they've probably been at the bar this whole time. They've been at the bar this whole time. On the upside, they've got you rooms.
With
Nice.
what money?
They have money.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On the downside, it's a communal room. So
It's fine.
you've
Less
got
likely to
one
get
big
murdered by
room
vampires.
with 4 bunk beds in it.
If anyone that's not one of us asks to come into the room, you say no.
Say no.
That's not how that works.
That's how it works.
You have to own the property before you can use forbiddance.
I own this room now.
All about intention.
Okay. Summarize. Work out your plan.
Patmore, I'm stealing the party goal, the incredibly outdated party goals handout for planning.
Okay.
I'm stealing it.
Do
It's
what you
mine
want
now.
with it.
Thank you. Okay. Doyle. Treasure. He has gold.
He does.
So I'll tell everybody what we learned, which is some people hate him, some people love him. Those that hate him are like, oh no, you cut my pay to make sure that orphans aren't starving. So like, it's hard to be mad about that.
Yeah, but what if he's feeding the orphans, right? Right? Get them nice plump. The blood is better. Because when you're malnourished, your blood tastes awful. It's terrible.
Well, here's the thing. As far as we learned, the orphans aren't going missing in mysterious ways.
That's what they want you to think.
Hey,
Carl,
look, I'm just
we're going to go to the orphanage and check, you know? Is there an anemia problem in town? Did we look into that? Because that was what was happening in Terraborn.
Did you look into it?
I didn't. It just occurred to me now.
Just occurred to me now. Oh boy. Yeah, no, that does not fall under Doyle knowledge, so I would not be able to tell you. Sorry. Well, okay, so he's a socialist and he works with the orphanage. Great. He sounds like a stand-up guy so far.
Yeah, that's where I'm coming from. Is he doesn't sound like a bad guy. So I'm not completely discounting these Helio people, but also
Yeah, but if you're a vampire that's trying to, ingrain yourself into your community to make way for a national plot to overthrow whatever, we're getting into the semantics. Wouldn't it benefit your image to look as benevolent and as goodly as possible? Like that's
Oh, 100%. Fully on board.
Let's go ask him.
Maybe not
No.
that yet.
We set him
I'll
down
be right back. I
and
have
we're
to
like, are you a vampire?
assemble my meal. Apologies.
Good luck.
Someone
Good luck
T-poses
with
for
your
a second.
Someone gets up to say something, just smacks their head on the bunk bed and falls asleep.
it would be
Oh,
good
well.
for him. He stresses way too much.
I worry about his blood pressure.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's a socialist. He works in the orphanage. He's been cutting pay.
But specifically pay that
Cutting pay for guards, which is not great if you think of him as an evil vampire who wants less
right. I don't disagree
eyes
there.
on him.
Yeah, I don't disagree there. I'm just trying to figure out. He does sound like a pretty cool guy if you're being honest.
Yeah, like defund the militia, absolutely. But if I were an evil vampire and I had the power to make the militia stretched more thin, I would. Mostly because it makes my life as an evil vampire easier. If the guard is distracted and also disgruntled. Let's see. What did Carl and Selwyn find out?
That they're
Stuff.
the bestest of friends.
Bestest buddies?
Oh,
He
you can
goes to the
answer that.
orphanage a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Orphanage.
And he sleeps around a lot, too.
Oh yeah, he's a slut. I forgot about that.
So what you know about him, right, is that he may or may not be a vampire, he may or may not be a socialist, and he may or may not be a slut.
Yeah.
Really, I think that's just enough for the death penalty, right?
Well,
Seems like a
some
cool
of
guy.
these things are not against the law. All of these things are not against the
Yeah,
law.
no, literally nothing he's done is illegal so far that we've been able to uncover in our day of drinking.
I drank one drink. How many did you have?
That's between me and God.
I don't even like God.
Yeah, it's a fight.
Okay.
Okay, and you said public opinion of him varies.
Well, it depends on who you're
Depending
asking.
on how close the person you're asking is to the guards he's defunding.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so that's what we know about Doyle. Cool.
Which
What
is
do we know about vampires?
We need to wait for Selwyn to come out of their stupor.
That's true.
Why don't we just go hunt down the one small vampire we accidentally let loose and see if it leads us anywhere?
That's true.
Your assumption is that he's a vampire.
He could just be an asshole.
We didn't check. Like, checking up on him in general would be a smart idea.
Like, it's Schrodinger's Nathaniel.
Oh, that's his name.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me bring up my Callista. There she is.
Oh.
I do have locate creature, but if he's a vampire, he might not divine well.
Well, no, the big ones don't divine well. Fucking Nathaniel in the cell is not.
Nathaniel might be a cool dude.
No, nope.
Fair.
Nuh-uh.
Okay. Okay, I guess like it works for an hour. So we could devote an hour to walking around the city to see if I can sniff out Nathaniel.
It's a pretty small city, so
Okay. I mean, that's a first step that we could do to talk to our
because the
guy.
rumor mill has not been
Gracious.
useful.
Okay. Can we talk? We could track down the other humans and ask them about the people who were also in the cells that did turn out to be vampires. Like, oh yeah, that was Susan. She worked down at the bakery. Who knew she was a vampire? Okay, who did Susan talk to?
This isn't.
Did we let
Bali,
them
this-
both out?
Yep.
Yeah,
We essentially caused a jailbreak.
yeah, which is fun.
But no, they did seem to be in the same social circles, and that's why they were also nabbed to see if they knew
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, they got kind of caught up in the troll net. So that's an option. Gotta write that down before I forget it.
Enjoyed the slight musical cat.
Why, thank you. Oh, the other two humans. Okay. So, plan stuff. Investigate the orphanages on the table.
Now, what you need to
Probably-
do, right, is
Mhm.
kidnap a child, right?
Mhm.
Brainwash it to follow your cause, and then have it infiltrate the orphanage for you.
Or we could just investigate it.
Under the ruse of adopting someone.
Yeah.
I don't even think we need to. We could just be like, we're here to donate money,
But then we have
or
to
we're
donate
here
money.
to
We're here
start
to-
an internship program at our winery.
We're here to check
That's
the
true.
asbestos in your ceiling.
Yep.
No, that's actually a brilliant idea I just had. We're here. we're interested in teaching life skills to your
Grade school training.
How do you feel about child labor?
It's
Don't shit on my idea. It's a good idea.
I shit on everyone's idea regardless of
He
quality.
shits on his own ideas.
Yep.
equal opportunity shittage.
Anyway, yeah. So investigate the orphanages because obviously the guy loves being there. Track
He also
down some
lives there.
people. Yeah, fuck him.
It's not that sort of campaign, brother.
Watch me.
Setting Vali in as a honey
Yeah,
trap.
we're gonna honeypot volley.
What are you implying, Patmore? The volley couldn't pull it off?
I don't think you're his type.
No, I think everyone's his type according
You're
to
very
rumors.
violent.
Didn't,
No, I'm not.
didn't
I'm
they
a
say he
teddy
was
bear.
only interested in women?
No, he came back with men and women in the slut
Okay.
rumors. Welcome back, Emmy.
The slut
back in.
rumors.
This is a hot girl summer right now.
Yeah, he's having his hot girl summer. Don't judge him.
Okay.
So, the vampire's hot girl summer aside,
Mm.
what are we gonna do first?
Okay. So currently 2 options. Feel free to pitch more. Track and talk to Nathaniel or the other humans, or investigate the orphanage under the guise of trade school training for the children in the brewing industry in case they want to do that when they grow up.
That's good. We could also pretend we're doctors going to the orphanage. Because there's been a anemia
Explain.
problem. It worked out very well for me in Terraborn when I pretended to be a doctor.
Isn't that how
checking
you
it.
caught the attention of Brian?
Brian is me. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I thought
Um,
the very
Oh,
generic
was
looking man
generic man. Generic,
was-
no name. He was like any other man, any other person. Could not
Every other
tell
man.
you what he looked like specifically. Just that it was the most forgettable generic face.
I mean, that sounds like a Brian though.
Isn't
Take
that why
that
you chose
back.
the name? Isn't that why you chose the name Brian to like blend in with the humans? As just some guy? Did you? Someone look me in the eyes right now and tell me you didn't steal a man named Brian's identity.
I did not.
If there's a deception
Okay.
check there, roll it to the GM layer.
Yeah, I'm inciting. Oh boy. I should have GM'd that, sorry.
That's alright, I forgive you.
Oh boy. But
Emmy, are you lying?
Someone came up with that name on a whim.
Okay.
that's fair.
But it was
But in
funny.
It was
but in
good.
someone's mind, Brian is the coolest human name you could have. If someone could be reborn as just a human, he'd be called Brian for real.
Yep. Okay.
Someone? Suggestion for the next card name? Bry.
I will call you Bri the whole time, I swear.
It's a rock solid disguise. But okay. So vampire stuff. Doesn't super overly care about garlic. Mirrors do the thing, but he knows that the mirrors did the thing. Blood's cool. Silver doesn't like silver. Any other?
No, I think it's the special shapeshifter.
Oh
Metal
yeah, doesn't
fuckery.
like the metal that Nyx is afraid of.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
on the trying to kill it front, which we'll have a quick talk about, you can't hurt it with silver unless it's magic silver. It is not resistant to non-magical bludgeoning, slashing, piercing. It is immune to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. It is resistant to other stuff, but like if you walk up to it with silver, you won't hurt it. Now, if you had a Meridian weapon or you had Dalvanite or an equivalent, you could hurt it with that. If you have other meteoric metals, that might also help.
I almost got Dalvanite right. I didn't in my notes.
You thought about it, and then you're like, nah.
No, if everyone takes a peek at party goals, it's called Gavin something. Because I couldn't remember what it was, but I remember what it sounded like. So,
Gavin something.
yeah. I tried.
Dalvanite. Is Gavin something?
I'm changing it.
You are awfully judgy, Patmore.
I'm allowed to be. It's a privilege of running the game.
I'm
It's
also giving it my best approximation of a spelling. So
I think that's close.
it's good enough for notes. So resistant to a lot of stuff, immune to the boring stuff. Let's see. Holy water.
The second A
Is
should be an
spicy?
E. That's the only thing you got wrong.
Oh, neato. Dave Knight.
Oh, and sorry, there's an L before the V.
Oh my god, why don't you just write it for her?
No, we got there. It's fine.
Yeah.
So holy water still spicy.
No, they're not undead. They don't care about that.
Oh yeah, they aren't undead. Oh, Selwyn, you shouldn't be afraid of this man.
I could fire the arrow of monstrosity slaying at it, and if it kills it, probably means it was a vampire.
They're
Or
a
he just
monstrosity.
dies.
They're shapeshifters, like changelings, vampires in this context. They're all monstrosities.
But if he's also a regular person, that might just kill him too. So
Like the arrow of monstrosity slaying would kill him if he were a vampire, yes. But your like 50 damage on a hit would also kill a 4 hit point human treasurer. So
Now,
let's save that for a last resort.
I think you could also back it up like 5 steps and say it would kill a treasurer regardless of if they have less than 4 hit points because they're not a very active person.
Okay.
Like most treasurers, I'm gonna say maybe 2 hit points. Like, they're 2 rabbits worth of health right there.
do they could you detect them with a spell or something?
No,
They don't
unless
like-
they want
Oh,
you
that's
to.
right. Divination doesn't work. That's right.
Yeah.
But
detect
if
an
you were to
evil,
use the divination spell, that would locate the nearest living creature to you, and they weren't detected, that would tell you. Unless they wanted to be detected by the spell, but they'd have to be aware of the specific minutiae of the spell at the time. So it's not infallible, but it's less than slightly fallible.
Okay. Okay. I guess like if we got up next to him and I can subtle spell things,
Allegedly.
yeah, I never do it 'cause Close is not a subtle person, but I can subtle spell locate whoever he is, and if
Yeah,
he
but-
doesn't ping,
Keep in
Or,
mind,
like,
subtle
you
spell
guys
removes
can-
one component of verbal somatic. If it has both, you'll still have to do one of them. But if it only requires one of them, it's undetectable.
okay. Well, I could get rid of the verbal because it's got all of them. It's a bitch.
So, Paladin boys, you just want us to confirm he's a vampire, and it's like then we'll jump him at the end of the week. That's
I
it?
don't know if we need to. Well, the problem is we need to know if he's the big one.
Yeah, like
You can
to
always ask.
confirm if he's. Yeah, we could. That's what I said.
Wouldn't he lie for his master?
Does he seem like a
is the
man prone to
master.
lying?
We don't know.
Go and meet him. Worst thing that can happen if you go to meet him is combat happens.
That's very tempting right now.
And my rebuttal to how dangerous that is you've seen yourselves in a fight. I wouldn't want to fight you.
Yeah, I'm pretty awesome. I agree. All right, let's go, gang.
Okay. Just to clarify, are we going and tracking Nate and Co? Or are we going to press gang children into brewing labor? Or are we going and committing malpractice?
Well, so here's the thing.
Or are we
need to go
going
to the
and mugging
orphanage,
Doyle?
because that's where he lives. So we might as well actually try to see if we can learn more about him before we have to talk to him.
That's fair. I guess. To the orphanage.
Okay.
Wait, should we clean
Nap?
ourselves up to
Yeah.
actually look like
Should we nap? Yeah.
we're brewers and not
Like, it
a ragged
is
bunch of
like
adventurers?
8 o'clock at night right now. You guys were on your way to going to bed. I assume you sleep first.
Yeah, we do sleep first, yes.
I have.
Like, because
yeah.
if he is a vampire, you probably also don't want to fight him in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I want my hit points back.
No, that's when he'll least expect it.
To be
That's
fair,
true.
if you're a vampire, like, them rocking up at you at, like, 2 in the morning is the last time you'd suspect. Like, why would they do that? That makes literally no sense.
It's like, the fuck are you doing? This is my me time. What are you doing? Like,
And then,
I know, that's why.
while he's confused as why we're fighting him at his strongest, we hit him over the head with something.
That is magical. Otherwise, you're just inconveniencing him.
Everything I touch is magical, Palmar. I have the magic touch.
Everything we touch
You
is
should-
also
you should-
greatly inconvenienced.
You should keep that magic touch to yourself, man. Especially when you're going to an orphanage.
Wah, wah.
Why do
You're
you
the
have to
one-
make it weird?
Yeah, you're the one that went there, Palmar. Come on,
I
better.
can't. Unfortunately, this is peak.
That's depressing.
Okay, so everyone long rest, please.
I'm just checking my spells.
The hit points I lost to that, to the vampire, did they come back?
Nope.
Would this work on a vampire perchance?
No, this only works on base type animals, like creatures.
No.
Like when it says when you attempt to pick off a beast, that's referring to creature type, not
What if I made the argument that vampires are beasts?
well, they're monstrosities.
Damn.
Beastly monstrosities.
Now you could try dominate monster on a vampire, but
I don't think I have that yet.
no,
Isn't
that's
that
like
level
7th
6?
level. It's 7 or 6. It's super high. But not that they're per se spellcasters, but they are high wisdom characters, so I wouldn't necessarily try something like this anyway. But you know, if it works, it works. I believe there was a second question. Someone asked me, Emmy, you asked a question and I answered it. What was it?
I got chewed up a bit by that
Oh,
that
yeah.
vampire thing.
Yeah,
So-
no. So keep tracking your maximum hit points, but long rest didn't fix that.
Okay.
And before we get a long rest, can I try a lesser restoration?
You tried that last session, didn't work.
Oh, okay.
You're thinking this is in the greater cookie jar. Now,
Guys, I need to
unfortunately,
level up.
Amelia doesn't have a greater restoration up her sleeve.
What did we even hire her for?
You guys wanted a
Someone's slowly
cleric.
dying.
To be fair, I think she saved our lives.
I'm on death's door.
You're not.
I'm dying.
Greater
Someone-
restoration should have to be level 9, and she's the same level as you guys are.
One more level, boys.
One more, let's go. Probably after the vampire.
It's okay. I can steal other people's life.
If
That's
you
true.
want,
You are
Go-
a vampire.
you could go to the actual church in the city and pay them to fix it.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
I'm
could
too
do
cheap.
that.
Yeah, we
Oh,
did just buy a winery.
Some of you just bought a
Yeah.
winery.
I only have 810 silver, so I'm too cheap for that.
Luckily,
you?
it would only cost you maybe 500 silver.
That's too much. That's too rich for my blood.
It's literally your blood you're paying for to get back.
You are buying your blood.
You have a lot of blood left. You might want to reconsider.
The premium on blood is pretty high right now.
My hit point maximum is 69. Yes,
Nice.
nice. My current max is 56.
Not nice. You're only like 2 bings.
I mean, that's better than one
no,
Bing.
no. 2 bings would be 52.
Oh, okay, so you're like 2 and
You're 2 bings,
2.2 bings.
2 bings and 2 rabbits, or
If
2
only the
bings
rest
and a
of the party
treasure.
was level 9, that'd make my life a lot easier.
Well, kill a
Well.
higher vampire, which is something that I will note, just so there's no expectations to the other to like opposing this. Emmy, everything you know about a higher vampire is that you shouldn't fight it. It it's like if you saw an ancient dragon and a high vampire fight, you'd probably put the money on the high vampire.
Then
Oh,
maybe we don't do this.
how about this?
Well, Doyle's not going to be a fucking higher vampire in fucking Dobell, of all places.
You never know. I'll go shell out 500 silver to get myself healed up.
I guess nothing like the threat of imminent death for paying for healthcare.
Also, Patmore, shut up. Your higher vampires are some who gives a shit third party made up the stat block. An ancient dragon is not even that difficult in the base D&D book. I'd put money on most CR 11s from like a Kobold Press book over an ancient dragon.
I agree with your overall point, and I appreciate the reckless bravado you say it with. So like you're right, but that's more of a statement on Wizard Coast kind of dropped the ball when they were doing higher CR monsters than other stuff being unbalanced.
I didn't say it was unbalanced. I said the ancient dragons were underpowered and underwhelming.
Yeah, no, I'd
that's
agree
my
with
point.
that. And
not
it's also
saying
not
that
helped by every ancient dragon ever just parks at the start of a fight and then never takes off. It's like,
I
oh
mean,
well,
that's
I would
on
fly.
That's on the person controlling the ancient dragon.
Yeah, and I agree with that almost universally. But the rebuttal to that is like, if the dragon never lands, the fighter's gonna be like, GM, why didn't the dragon land? I've just been standing here being breath weapon for the last 5 minutes, and it kind of sucks. It's like, well, it's a dragon. Why would it land?
Well, I will tell you what I told my players is, if you come across a dragon, you better have something to combat the flight thing. So what did my
Magic
paladin
carpet.
do? She went and got some boots of flying.
Magic carpet.
I wish we could buy magic items.
We do buy magic items.
No, like cool ones, not potions of healing.
There isn't.
I bought my proof against poison from sets ago.
Yeah, but not like a cool one.
Well, I'll call the papers, Angel.
It's a cool magic item. I just proved your point wrong.
I will
No, I
say.
meant we were poor, Angel. That's my point. We lost all our fucking money.
Listen, we'll recoup it in gains after I figure out how to run a brewery.
I don't know if this interests you guys. There's not a magic item store in this town, but there is an auction house that does that sort of stuff. So if you guys want to maybe put your own stuff up
Rob
or
it.
try to buy other stuff, or rob it, that is possible.
Okay.
But it's up to you. And I guess just in case you guys want to pick a fight with the vampire,
Always, forever.
Kat, don't forget you can summon animals using your necklace from Vesh.
I can. I can do 2 bears,
With 2 snakes.
2 wolves, 2 snakes, or 2 eagles.
Vash walks in, unleash the bear.
May I interest you in bears?
And I will also remind you what the Paladin of Helio said. Don't engage, it's going to kill you if you do.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
again.
no, that this may become solely their problem once we figure out what's going on.
Yeah, because
After
they
we've
have
killed
a...
half of their men.
Yeah, I mean...
Only the weak half.
We don't like again.
Yeah, Philippe should have raised his son better, stronger, faster.
This is completely not out of character for Nyx. They're the aggressors here. They're the one committing war crimes.
No war.
They're the ones
No
that
war
came here to
crime.
fucking deal with it. If they want to fucking deal with it, have fun.
And remember, you can't have a war crime without a war.
Like, yeah, at this point, what they're creating is a diplomatic incident. But also,
like, this, a fucking whatever, I slightly middle-aged vampire is what I'll call him, it's kind of like a bigger problem than just politics, though. I feel like if we threw two like 16th level paladins and us at it, it'll be fine.
Like, that was a shot at their level range, but that's also not a bad shot at that level range.
If they're not 16th level, I'll be disappointed.
They're
in
at least 12th because I can do math. And they did 60 points of lay on hands on you.
Oh no, you know math. Like, they're not exactly leveled, like they weren't built like PCs per se, but like, yeah, they have hit points in the 3 digits, which I guess also isn't telling because of the way that NPCs have way more hit points than their PC counterparts do, just because of the combat economy of 5e. But I guess, like, you know, they've improved Divine Smite, so yeah, what else do they need?
in life.
Yeah. So before we do whatever we're doing, now's probably a good time to have a 5-minute break, mostly because I ran out of coffee 20 minutes ago, and that vampire's just getting more powerful by the second.
Go get your coffee.
You know, while I'm making my coffee, is a good time for you to plot against me, because I hardly can't hear your plots.
We never really plot against you. You're not that kind of DM.
That's true. I also... I don't like the sort of GM that you'd have to plot against, because that implies that the GM's willing to use party plans against them because they're listening. Which...
I've 100% had that happen to me.
Yeah, no, I've had that GM too.
That ended in my character and another person's character dying. True dead. Needed a true resurrection. Kind of dying.
Yeah,
because the dragon ate us.
I don't like adversarial GMs. Like, you're allowed to, you know, play hard, like run the monsters hard and all that stuff. You're just not allowed to, like, be trying to beat your players.
It's a fine line you walk. You want them to be challenged, but you don't want it to feel like there's no hope.
If I wanted that, I'd play Call of Cthulhu.
I've been thinking about doing a Call of Cthulhu short arc because I played in a few Saturday games and then I left the game because, well, it was awful. But I learned a lot about running it, so it is pretty... It has to be a short arc because it's very depressing.
It's bleak, yeah.
So I was briefly going to run Call of Cthulhu in 2017 or 18. The thing that ended up stopping it was like I you know, I had the Roll20 going. I'd read the rules. I was starting doing it, and I wrote Shady with Gamma, and he had a go at it. I'm like, okay, well, I've just lost my enthusiasm. I guess I'll run something else.
What was his problem with it?
Oh,
it sounds deep, dark, and edgy enough for Gamma.
Yeah, his problem was that his PC wasn't unkillable. Like
that's the point of Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, and that's Gamma's one thing. I hate so many things, but that's one of Gamma's things.
It can't be one of his things if he had so many things.
Like,
Gamma couldn't manage to make an unkillable character when he literally made an unkillable character, so...
Yeah, he'll manage to die.
Like a character that could not be physically harmed. When he made one of those, he managed to die.
Look, he once played a full caster and a full marshal at the same time, and he was still the weakest party member.
Yeah.
You know
it was uncanny.
You know how people say when you're good, you're good? When you're bad, you're bad. It's
The opposite is also true.
Yeah, sometimes there's no fixing what's broke. Like it's rough. Okay. Let's see. We don't need that anymore.
Doing Callista housekeeping.
I'm doing party loot housekeeping.
Oh no! Make sure she doesn't throw. Who did we just? Oh, we lost
zombie.
zombie. Okay. Zombie, did you click the wrong button?
Oh no.
Oh no,
Zombie's dying.
he's gone. He was so young.
Godspeed. Gone before his time.
I think. I've never asked him his age. Seems rude.
I
Yeah.
assume he's too young.
Well,
Oh, he lives.
Oh, you're back.
We hear the womp womp in the distance. He lives.
Uh,
Oh.
we said very nice things about your demise.
that's unfortunate.
Like, I said you're too young. Potentially, I don't know. I've never asked your age.
In response to that, I'm like, Zombie's not the age where we'd be like, yeah, no, there was about time. He was due.
Look,
He was due for a little shuffle.
look. He could have aged really well.
I mean, that's true.
Oh yeah, zombie's just an 80-year-old man this whole time.
Who knows?
You caught me.
Womp Womp seems like something from that era.
Mm.
Look, you can take the good stuff from the bad era, and doesn't make you 80, okay?
You even know what Spiked Chain and the Shadow Spear are?
A great
it's
band
From
name.
the
Shadow
from
elf
the
weapons.
the elves.
Oh.
But it is also a great
Those-
band name.
I don't think we identified them.
Oh, probably
We
not.
did, but Patmore keeps not telling us.
Oh, wait,
What
no,
do
we
you
did
identify
actually.
them with?
Callista's
Well,
brain.
A long rest and Callista staring at them.
I thought I told you what those were. In fact, if you look at the recording, I probably did, but I'll tell you again.
Damned me.
Maybe this is why Callista has no social skills. Every rest we're like, look at this inanimate object.
Okay,
for
so,
hours on
Kat,
end.
Yeah.
Spiked Chain. It's 2d6, 10 feet reach. When you hit someone, they do a dexterity save. If they fail, you roll a d6. There are 3 different effects that can be applied. First one's decay, they take a extra bit of necrotic damage. The second one is grappled, the target is grappled. And the last one is toppled, they're knocked prone. Arguably, for economy's sake, you really want to roll 1 or 2 because that's extra damage. The spear it's a versatile spear, but it does an extra meat of necrotic on top of it.
Cool.
The reason you're probably not using it is because if I remember correctly, you guys were like, "Ooh, that's probably cursed," and then decided not to deal with it.
That's true. We did check it in the bag and call it a day, huh? Okay. Cool. Okay. Did Carl end up crafting a bunch of master arrows or whatever with the griffin feathers? / please, can I get rid of the griffin feathers?
Not yet. I don't think.
Hey,
Either
Carl.
we
you
said
wanna-
if Carl. We said that if Carl wanted to craft them, he could. Otherwise, we were going to sell them next chance we got.
Hey, Carl. Would you like to roll 8 Smith's tools checks?
Sure. Which skill should that be?
Your
your
choice. Like, not con or dex, but you could argue strength, and you could argue wisdom or intelligence. No charisma.
Hmm.
A
Guess I'll go with
charisma
the
check
choice
for,
then.
like, on a smithing tool is just how hunky you look while doing it.
That would be important.
Yeah. It's like, you want to use woodworking with charisma? It's like, yeah, I want to look like a cool lumberjack while doing it. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. Okay. Oh,
Oops.
don't worry. Oh,
Oh,
start worrying. Okay. Carl, roll. Okay, you've got one. No, you've got two d4s. You got. Uh. Okay, Carl. Roll those dice for me. 2d4, 1d8, and a 1d12. Oh, good roll, man. So, Carl, mark off. How many feathers are there, Cat?
a griffin's worth, Patmore. That's all you
Okay.
gave me.
Okay, right, half a griffin's worth now. Okay.
Okay.
Carl, you have made 21 Mastercraft arrows.
Hey, buddy. He turned to Selwyn. I got some arrows for you.
Oh, thank you. These are really nice.
You got it.
Neat.
Then I'm a sheep.
Do you remember how they work?
Alan's probably got so many arrows on his
Right.
person right now. Just like love these arrows.
I'm like a porcupine.
You are when you fall downstairs.
That's true. They're +1 to hit, but not damage, right?
Correct, and they're not considered magic.
Gotcha.
But because I have the Griffin Feather, they are considered silvered for the sake of overcoming like low level resistance. Okay, so you guys heading to the orphanage now?
Yeah.
Okay, as the collective of 8 of you.
Yeah, I'll clean myself up a bit and make myself look less roguey.
Describe
Okay.
what
That
your
is
less
actually a good
roguey
point.
outfit is for Selwyn.
Like my work clothes I bought when I got my government job.
Like, are we talking like a shirt and slacks? Or are we talking like a suit? What are we talking about?
Like a cheap suit.
A cheap suit? Okay.
So
Carl,
like
Bow
it
tie.
looks nice. You get up close and you're like, oh, this is not fancy. This is like
okay,
probably
I
tearaway
guess
clothes.
I will ask on that subject matter. Are you so you're not wearing armor then?
I never am because Callista mage
Yeah.
armors me.
Every morning I wake up, Selwyn and I high five, and I twin spell us mage armor.
Okay. And are you leaving your weapons here, or are you carrying your hundreds of arrows, your longbow, your several, like your escort, your daggers?
I'll bring a bag that maybe I'll put my bow in, but I won't bring my hundreds of shit. And maybe a dagger.
So you have a duffel bag with your arrow, your bow in it, because bows are quite big.
Yeah, no arrows because my bow can create arrows. So
Okay.
I got a suspicious violin case and pulls a bow out of it.
Okay, Carl.
Like,
What's
hair
your
look
disguise?
nice.
Hey, Selwyn, can you make me look like a human? You can do that, right?
Of course I can. Give me a second.
Emmy, disguise check.
This what is the attribute for this?
You can do Dex, Wisdom, or Intelligence.
I'll do Dex.
If you do Strength, that's just you hitting him until his face changes shape.
Knock his tusks out.
Oh, that was to GM, but it's a 19 for everybody.
Okay. Carl, you look like a slightly strange complexioned person, but, you know, it's not green.
Thanks, buddy.
So,
I got you.
So that you brought up a good point. Is everybody going at the same time? I mean, I don't care if we are. It just we didn't actually ask if everybody would want to go.
I mean, if the goal is getting information, we could just keep it to the core.
Could have people just around just in case something goes down.
Yeah, wait
Figure out on
outside.
the outside.
So, okay, I'm going to move you guys out of the box for the moment. Emmy, we know you're on the infiltration team and you're going in with less shit. Carl, are you not going in armor, not carrying a weapon, or are you going to be outside?
You could be the bodyguard for the orphans.
Yeah.
What are you afraid of? They're going to, like, steal your kneecaps?
I'm a paranoid
orphans.
businessman. I'm a capitalist. Of course, I have a
Well,
bodyguard.
then you're not welcome there.
Whoa. I'm a socialist businessman, actually, now.
Okay. Raises eyebrows
You're slightly
slightly.
more welcome there.
Now that you said that specifically, I'm a socialist businessman.
Carl will stay on the outside.
Okay, Carl's on the outside. Bali, you in or you out?
Not much changes either way. I just have a shitty investigation skill, so I'll just be outside.
But think about this matter. Vali, with like a slightly too tight shirt, maybe Hawaiian,
Oh
it's
no,
up to
Vali's
you.
not putting on a shirt for anybody. He's putting on pants because Amelia told him he has to wear pants, but he's not putting on a shirt for anybody.
What about a shirt that you don't close?
What,
Or like a shirt
button?
where you button it and you pop the buttons as like a party trick.
Yeah. What about a shirt that the moment you rage is going to disintegrate from flexing?
Lord,
Raleigh
this is
feels
getting
like this is a
further.
conspiracy to get him to wear more clothes, and he's not cool with that.
Okay. So, Moto, you're outside then? Or you're inside?
Outside.
Outside. Okay. Vesh, inside, outside.
Vesh outside, Callista inside.
Okay. Angel, inside or outside?
Inside.
Okay. Are you wearing your full plate armor?
I don't have full plate armor.
Well, whatever your armor is, that's equivalent to full plate armor.
Yes, because I'm a wimp.
Okay.
Unless somebody talks me out of it.
Like do what you want. I'm going in because I'm gonna pitch the winery thing.
Oh, well, then I'll do that. Fine.
Selwyn's going in. I'm assuming to commit malpractice.
Oh, I'm helping. No, I'm helping with the pitch, and then I'll just.
Oh,
keep an eye
okay,
out.
okay. So
I'll
Selwyn
keep
and I
an eye
are
out for
pitching.
stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm trying to turn off my armor.
and they'll be like, "Wow, you children are very pale. The anemia must be going around." See, that's very natural observation that you make.
That's true. You can. We loved an internship program, but we do have a discerning eye for business partners, and we want to make sure that you guys are on the up and up. I've brought a doctor with me for this reason only.
Oh, you always have to have a doctor involved for a distillery brewery.
Yeah, listen. I need a doctor to get an official height measurement on the children because the brewing things are very tall. I only need the
Also,
tallest
for
of children.
samples, we have to make sure it's not lethal.
You must be this tall to ride the brewery.
Smudge cameo.
Smudge cameo.
Smudge.
We have been blessed.
On the new camera, a smudge cameo, nonetheless.
You can actually see her.
Aw.
Look at those little arms.
They're not little.
Her spindly spider legs.
Just little.
Spindly spider leg. I'm surprised she puts up with you doing that to her.
Why wouldn't she?
Because cats are assholes.
My cat scratched my face today, and then I fell asleep. And then when I woke up, I was like, "Wow, my face is covered in blood."
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Well,
My cat,
Smudge is
just-
really chill. She lets me do shit like this.
yeah, my cat just ruined my plan to go get a pedicure tomorrow because it scratched my foot. I'm like, every fucking time, man.
Still
Because you
Smudge
can't get a
cameo.
pedicure with an open wound.
Imagine if your cats let you do this.
I wish we had a ragdoll that would let us do that sort of thing.
You alright, Smudge? Oh, you just chill. Okay. So, Angel, you're in but not wearing your armor.
Correct.
Okay. Twirly is going to be outside or unsummoned?
You could turn Torley into a rock.
But I can't carry her. She's so
Hold on,
heavy.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, that's true.
So the vampire knowing when people see its reflection, like that thing, is that just for like more powerful vampires, or do most vampires like are able to sense when someone's seen?
Any shapeshifter vampire would be aware of that. Monstrosity.
Okay, so any like
shapeshifter-
the natural ones.
Yeah.
Got it.
Torley will be unsummoned.
Okay. I just want to note, Smudge is still making a cameo.
I see that.
Yeah. Sometimes she's like this for a whole session, but the old camera wouldn't let you see it. Oh, we're getting up. Okay, where are you going, Smudge?
To eat your chips.
I don't have chips.
Well, you should get them.
No, she's a popcorn girl. This is what's left of her favorite toy.
She's
It's
gonna need a new one.
Well, no, because she's the one that ripped its head off. Okay. Sorry, Smudge cameo distracted me too much. Okay, so you guys go in, everyone else is hanging out at the cafe across the street.
Yeah, if there's fire or smoke, you can probably run in.
Okay, and I assumed you guys wanted Bing on the inside because he doesn't carry a weapon or armor or anything that makes him stand out.
Sure.
Or
He also looks like he's already suffering from the anemia.
Yes.
Being
My
a
friend
vampire?
here is serving as an example of anemia.
Suddenly check the mirror on Bing.
Like, roll sleight of hand.
If you've made my Bang a vampire, I will be sad.
Is that something I'll
It's
do?
my Bang. Yeah, probably.
Hang on, now I need to roll Bing and Perception. Actually, I'm just going to look at his passive. I don't think it's that good. Okay. It's a very unflattering angle, and he's 100% unaware of you, but you do notice a little bit of nose hair.
Okay. He's there.
And
though.
it's
What's the
like,
point?
it's grey, and you're like, oh, he's going grey soon.
He dyes his hair. Rough. It's rough.
Which is even sadder because he can't even grow any facial hair yet he's already going grey.
Poor Bing.
It's rough.
So it's like if he ever gets a beard, it's just going to be grey. Okay. Bing's slowly dying mortal body aside. Who wants to knock on the door?
We'll knock on the door.
Okay. About 10 seconds later, you'd be greeted by a little one.
Okay. Callisto will kind of crouch down, get on the level, and be like, "Hello, is there an adult here that I could speak to?"
They will say you don't need to squat down and watch your business.
Okay.
how old is this snark?
Roll nature? Insight? Investigation?
Are you letting me roll
Medicine?
insight?
Any of the medicine? Any of the ones I listed? Like, maybe 11?
Oh, well, if they're 11, I'm not gonna fucking couch down. 11's basically like a whole person.
Depends what
Still
country you're in.
medium-sized, but a whole person. They have an attitude, which is why it's more understandable. I expect, like, I don't know why, but I'm like, a 6-year-old is being that snarky. Wow.
Yeah, like 6
one's
to 8,
got
they're
the
still
fuddle
figuring
bug
out
on.
the person part.
That's fine. Yeah, so what do you want,
Okay.
old lady?
Boy, do I feel that. I own a brewery and figured I could set up an internship program if you guys want vocational training for the future.
Are you trying to get
Sounds
child
really-
workers?
Like, no,
Not your
you're
age.
You're completely unskilled, and I wouldn't trust a child with the many, like, hundreds of silver I've put into equipment. But if I show you around now and it's something you're interested in, you might work there in the future, and I kind of need workers, so...
So it seems like a poor investment in a brewery then if you don't already have workers.
I do, but I'm looking to expand.
They're inciting you.
I am, because I really do need to make the investment worth
Well-
it, because she feels very bad.
They can't read you.
That's fair, they're 11 and I'm an old lady.
Okay.
No, I
so you'd like an
kinda need to
appointment.
Yeah, I kind of need an appointment to talk about boring grown-up stuff, like jobs.
For 11 copper, I can organise you an appointment.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. They'll hold a hand out for the copper.
She'll give it to him. It's
Cool.
fine.
Wait here. They'll close the door and walk away.
Place any
Go on.
bets on whether or not they actually do come back?
It's fine, I'll just knock again.
5 minutes would pass before you'd hear someone walk up to the door and the door would open. They would start with an apology for the person who previously opened the door.
Who's
It's
this
fine.
person? How old
Kids
are they?
are gonna be kids.
She's not allowed to answer the door anymore. It's alright. She told me you wanted some child labour.
No.
For
Oh
a
my
brewery?
god.
Not quite.
Got a bit lost in translation. May I come in to discuss the business prospect, or I'll talk on the porch, but
It's a bit messy, but you can come in if you want to.
it's fine.
We don't
watch
mind
out,
messy.
Kids leak.
What a way of wording it.
Who is this person?
I'm assuming she's
so-
like a
Are they an
matron.
adult? Are they
yeah.
male,
Yeah,
female?
they are a
Does she
male
look
adult.
tired? Does he look tired?
Like,
Is it?
yeah, perpetually. You can ask for a name, or you can roll a perception check to compare what you know about what they look like to their current appearance.
Okay. Well, Callista is gonna have to introduce herself eventually. Okay.
Let's
Like
just
whenever-
talking. I'm percepting.
Okay. Well, I guess like whenever we get to a room he decides that we're gonna talk in.
That would take you to a room that has a fairly large table. It seems like a dining room, but there's a lot of drawing on the walls. Not like in blood, in like crayon
Yeah.
and chalk.
like paper and
fellow lovers
like
of
drawings
chalk.
on paper, or they
No,
just
no,
drew
no.
on
Like the little
walls?
monsters just start drawing on the walls.
Someone's sitting here like, hello, chalk lovers. Gotta respect the game.
I'm nodding. I'm like, they got the piss yellow one too.
Listen, can't go wrong with a classic. But, like, Callista would shake his hand and introduce herself. Like, no last name, but it's like, I'm Callista. Good to meet you.
They would introduce themselves as Mr. Linwood.
Fantastic. So I recently came into possession of the brewery, the winery on the outside of town.
Oh,
and
you're the party girls.
yeah. Wasn't the most fantastic decision I've ever made, but I do think there's potential there. So I'm going to ride it out. So
I hope you kept most of the staff on there. They did a very good job.
it's a wonderful place. The wine is quite nice. Obviously, I know that at this point, but
recommend maybe a little bit less. Not
that is
every
the general
establishment in town you want to buy.
that is the general consensus. And I am planning on keeping the staff on. I don't really want to rock the boat like that. Seems like a bad first foot to start on. But
Well, I think the first foot was buying it while being a customer, so it'd be a bad second foot.
yeah, we're taking steps. We're trying to make them good steps. So, yes, Angel, it is Doyle. Yeah.
Not a chick. God, I can't even think straight. I thought he
So
said
no,
this
the
person
lit-
was
the-
a chick.
Nope.
The-
You
it-
said,
the
are they
11-year-old
male?
was-
I said, yep. When I said,
No,
yep,
I
you
said-
also said, are they female?
No, I said, are they male or female? And you just said yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The brat at the door was a girl. This is Doyle.
Okay.
It's always a fucking prepubescent girl in Paris.
Yeah.
Always one.
Well,
Yeah.
they live longer.
What?
Usually.
Yeah.
And
But I'm
look, for the record, Murder, if it was a young boy, you would have been let in then. He has no business sense.
That's yeah. Listen, she's out here putting in the hours, getting the experience of being a swindler. It's fine.
We're proud of her. She
Yeah.
did good.
She's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Um,
In 5 years, she'll be running that winery.
there you go.
At
More power
16.
to her.
I guess.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
But so Calista would explain the concept of like a low impact internship, like spending like a week there getting to know the business and not doing heavy labor or anything like that, just like shadowing people, because I cannot reiterate enough how much I don't want the children like jangling up the incredibly expensive equipment, which I feel is inevitable with children on the premise, but that's why I would prefer like older children who might be going into the workforce looking for something to focus on, to see if this is a career they'd want to pursue.
So, I would have to inspect it first, but I'm a bit hesitant having them work around alcohol. I don't think it's something I want them interacting with too much.
That's fair enough.
About your older
Well,
residents.
in general, I don't think it helps them in society.
Someone's gonna just be like looking at the art on the wall, but also just keeping an eye out for anything that kind of looks a bit out of place. Also,
Trying to catch a glimpse of him in the window.
Yeah, in the window. I'll probably try and mirror him at some point. Also the kids, I'm gonna see if they're like anemic at all, or like seem very pale or a bit lethargic.
So,
Have
I
any
will say,
signs?
Emmy, as you look around, you will see a bunch of kids just looking through the door, like the door is like 90% closed, but in the gap, you'd see a bunch of kids just watching you.
Like all the way up.
Yeah.
Like
Which doesn't make
creepily or, like,
sense
you're
because they
interested?
don't seem to be that tall.
They're
Uh,
standing on stools.
Yeah. And
Anyway,
you've raised your hand.
Yes. So while they're talking, I will occasionally chip in. Is there anything in the drawings that would make me suspicious about what's going on at this orphanage?
Are they like horror movie kid drawings?
You can,
Is what
you
we're
can
Yeah,
roll
like-
insight
like the
on
bent
the
neck
drawings.
woman or something.
Hey, what are you doing?
Natural 20.
Damn. Child psychologist over here.
Do I get
They-
a special skill finally?
Sure.
Do you want? Do you want one?
I thought
I've never
just
gotten
used for
one.
me.
Okay, you can have child psychology, but I recommend calling it the mind of a child as a skill. With that role, you think they're actually pretty happy. Like, maybe a little bit insane, but they're kids, so that's like a given. But there aren't like crime scenes drawn on the wall. There's like, dinosaurs eating people, but then also like being smushed by a flower. But also a flower dinosaur, like a flowerosaur. But then some of them are clouds, but also dinosaurs. They really like dinosaurs here.
What's not to like?
Dinosaurs
Right.
is pretty cool.
Okay. I mean, you get a lot of what out of. So I have a degree in child development psychology. You get a lot out of what they draw.
Yeah. And I'll say with a 28, just in case you're wondering, it doesn't seem like a grown man has drawn fake child drawings on the wall to cover up his abuse. Just
Right.
in case that was
Cool.
like somewhere on your list of thoughts.
Well, no, but thank you for clarifying it. In case I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning. Wait a minute.
Perfect ruse.
Okay. I'm gonna write it in chat so I don't forget once we leave, because this is probably gonna take a while.
Okay. So, Cat, rebuttal to his statement of he doesn't really want them working with alcohol.
That's fair enough. There's also the business side of it, if that's something that you'd be interested in. Or not at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We are thinking about expanding into a bed and breakfast across the street because the building is there and we own it.
Fortunately.
I'm sorry?
I spent a lot of money that night,
I heard.
so that's fine. Yep. We're sober for now.
For the next year.
I generally recommend it. You'll live longer.
Okay, buddy. I'm gonna slide of hand the mirror check.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Don't get us into a fight. Well, the kids are right there. He might eat the children. It's fine.
He eats he goes nuclear the second he sees the mirror.
Emmy, sleight of hand. Oh,
Me.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
fucking jangle that.
Please, Jangle.
It's like I dropped the mirror on the ground.
no, sleight of
Sorry,
hand. Like, and
I'm
that
powdering
one
my nose.
is just you go to.
No!
That's my reaction. I can't do it again.
There is literally no way I'm looking at this right. Oh, whoops! I dropped my
I
vampire
can't.
detecting mirror.
Well, hopefully he's not a fucking vampire, everybody, and then we can explain it away.
I mean,
Oh
you
my
need
God.
to start being like, oh shit.
I'm like, oh, I was fixing my hair.
Or you were fidgeting. You could try and play it off as fidgeting.
I'll play it off, don't worry.
ADHD. I'm sorry.
Guys, he can instinctively feel when his reflection is not seen.
Well, this
Yeah,
didn't
he might be
happen because
entirely-
he rolled 2 nat ones.
He might be a turned one. You never know. That's been placed here. I don't know if he'll be a natural one.
Oh, Jesus. If you roll another natural one, I swear.
Wait, do I have another roll?
No.
No.
Oh.
Not
Angel
even
just
like a
went the
bluff
third.
check?
Hang on.
Oh shit.
I'm working
Doesn't-
out what
doesn't
this.
explain what happened.
So, Emmy, this is you. Like, you know, you go to get your mirror and you go to move in position, and you just toss it at the wall. Like, you put a bit of spin on it and you just throw it at the wall.
My grandpa's mirror, no!
He's gonna look at the wall, he's gonna look at you, and he's gonna ask politely, It takes a lot of work to keep this place clean and
can
safe
fix
for the
it.
children. No, it's alright. I've got
I
it.
really apologize. It's okay.
No.
I'll scoop it up.
No, it's okay. I've got it.
No, it's actually my grandpa's mirror. So
Why did you throw your grandpa's mirror at the wall?
I have a twitchy thing. It's from an accident when I was a kid. I just like lose control of my arm and it flings stuff from time to time.
Raw deception. I
We
I
have
almost
been
want to give you
doing-
disadvantage just on the height of the lie you're trying to tell.
We keep Selwyn in the business side of things. He doesn't or Brian. He doesn't interact with the equipment either.
What is this wall made out of? Is it wood?
It's hard wood.
Oh. I'm asking
That-
out of character because
that-
I was about to offer my skills as a stone shaper.
We don't talk about the fact that we have cool magic with the guy that we think we might fight.
Well, that's why I asked if it was wood or stone.
Yeah, no, it's hard
Sorry.
wood that's now dented.
Through that fucking mirror pretty hard, huh?
Yeah, like no. So there's a chunk of that mirror that went in on the corner and stuck into the wood.
I'll just pry it out. It's fine.
If you could weaponize that in any capacity.
This
you'd
is the
be
same
unstoppable.
as throwing the fucking rock down the guy's throat.
Yeah,
I'm-
pretty much.
I'm really sorry about that.
Pull it up. Is it rock?
I try not to disclose my. I'm pretty self-conscious about it, and that was just a real bad flare-up. So I'm really sorry.
I would recommend with a person with your condition, no sudden movements. You might kill someone by doing that.
So, okay. What is this guy's, like, does he seem like oh.
He seems like the only.
Can I
adult in
insight
that
them?
room.
Like when he was insisting to get the mirror,
Excuse us.
was there like a oh shit kind of moment or nah?
I would just like to be clear. Callista and Nyx have been perfectly adult.
And Bing has been silent.
I am
Yeah.
so sorry. I rolled 2 1s on my sleight of hand check. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I can't control it.
No, it's funny though.
It's her
that's-
Twitch. It's
Uh,
fine.
So you guys wanted to insight him? What for?
Just
I want.
like,
There you go.
go first.
Well, I was just gonna say his like eagerness first to be like, no, I got it. I got it. When he was offering to like pick it up, I want to see if there's anything like an
Okay. yeah, yeah.
ulterior kind of
Roll
motivation to
insight.
grab that.
Angel, you also want to roll insight
Yes.
on that or on something else?
No, just like, is this man nervous about anything? Is he like suspicious? Does he seem worried about stuff? Is he like secretly seething with the need to drink our blood?
I can accidentally cut myself on a mirror shard as I'm collecting it, guys. It's all planned out.
Okay.
There you go.
Before we get that far, Emmy, you think that their interest in cleaning it was had several layers to it. The first one was they didn't want you to hurt yourself. The
Aw.
second one was they assumed you were incompetent of cleaning it correctly.
Aw.
And the third one was they wanted to inspect the damage.
Okay.
Now, Angel, they they're as relaxed as Varley is during any situation. You think the main thought going through their mind right now is they've kind of explained their stance on this, and they're gonna keep pleasantries going until you guys take note and leave, because they're a very busy person, but they're also not rude enough to ask you to leave. They're gonna maybe offer you a beverage or something first.
Okay.
And also,
Okay.
there's just a little bit of judgment because you two are, notorious alcoholics.
We get drunk one time.
Did
You
you ever
fuck one sheep.
hear of the story of Giuseppe the boat builder?
Yeah, we know Giuseppe the boat builder, Patwar. We've met.
Okay.
I mean, I think she would continue on, and, maybe the conversation evolves beyond, hey, we want some interns for our bed and breakfast. And we're just chit-chatting at this point.
And, Emmy, you are hurting yourself in the glass?
Accidentally. I make it seem like an accident, like he's all justified and thinking I'm incompetent. Someone's
Okay.
gonna roll with it.
Roll performance to make it look like an accident.
Roll idiot performance, please. Yes!
Yeah,
It's
that
the
makes sense.
perfect roll!
Okay, Emmy.
I look so fucking incompetent.
So, if you were to roll a 1, in my mind, you would have Shakespeareanly hurt yourself, in which you would describe everything and talk about, the fates and how this happened. But with a nat 20, you're working out how you're going to do it, and then you kind of accidentally do it, but everyone
No.
is going to assume that it was perfectly performed.
I'll just take a point of damage for that, I
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah.
You heard that one.
Is there any reaction from him?
Emmy, I think you just killed yourself.
No!
The performance was so good, it was fatal.
Yeah, if you accidentally slit your own throat with your grandfather's mirror.
An accident. I did not mean to do that.
Oops.
So, they would look at you and ask if you're alright.
Well, I'm fine.
May I clean the
I-
rest of it?
No, I got it.
Selwyn, no, you said Brian,
It's
right?
Selwyn Brian.
No,
Selwyn's a family name,
Stop.
Brian's a first name.
Guys, let me finish. So we talked about it. You said, what was your name as we were going in?
Probably Brian.
Are we using Brian or Selwyn?
He needs Brian.
Okay, so Brian, sit down. I'll bandage your hand. Let him.
He's gonna go to the corner of the room and get the dustpan.
Okay, I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna see if I can see his reflection in any of the mirror shards.
Roll a perception check. Disadvantage.
That's fair.
How does a 30 sound?
You don't see any reflections.
Guys!
Well,
Finally! We've done step 1 of a thing. Yay!
It took us.
we
30
did step one
minutes.
that was already done for us.
No, it wasn't. We needed to confirm.
Why don't you trust a career vampire hunters, Angel?
Because I have explained this. Because they are from Solus.
Like, I don't trust them because they're from Solus too, but like I don't trust them with like human rights and stuff. I trust them to kill vampires.
They're bad people. They're
That's
not
like their one thing.
incompetent.
Yeah, it's like their one
Okay,
thing.
again, I have explained why Nyx feels the way she has. I don't know why I have to keep explaining it.
Because
So,
we just spent 5 hours doing nothing.
Oh shit.
oh shit.
No, it's okay.
Okay. So, Emmy, how do you relay that information?
I don't. I pretend like
Okay.
everything's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Emmy, because Selwyn is notoriously a nervous wreck, I do need a performance check for you not to start visibly sweating.
Like, oh boy, he's got tetanus. We gotta go. Sorry to cut the meeting short.
Okay. You're mostly holding it down. You picked a very good skill to be proficient in today.
Oh, thank you. I knew we were gonna go do this fun meeting.
So,
Okay.
jumping outside, can I have a D100 from the 4 musketeers outside?
Yeah.
This is Amelia's roll, by the by. Okay, cool.
What the fuck, Amelia? What the fuck, murder?
Hey man, leave me alone.
Oh, guys, what are those?
What are those?
Oh.
Oh wait, fuck, I'm outside too.
Yeah,
huh?
you're also
Oops.
outside.
Shit, hold on.
I just want to.
Oh my god!
I
Yeah,
just
not
want
so high and
to
mighty now.
note. Carol rolled the jam layer, and like Murder and like Caddy also got a 9.
Well, okay. I'm assuming the other one?
Well, there isn't another digit.
Yeah, the other one. Okay.
Look, not everyone can be Amelia, okay?
What a series of rolls that was, huh?
Okay.
It's the double ones. The double
Would've
ones
been
give
funny
way to
if Carl got a
greatness.
99.
Yeah, it would have
I don't
been.
know if
Imagine full 100, so.
I think we would have had to end the session and I'll go and buy some lottery tickets at that point.
I think we just would have been all like dinged level 20. Just at that moment.
Nah, I'd be like, you 4 level up, everyone on the inside no level up.
No, we clipped through the level out here, guys.
We find a skip.
Yep. So, have we doomed ourselves?
No, there are a few bad things that could have happened. It isn't going to happen. I will say there is a minor bad thing depending on how you look at it. You would be approached by, we'll call it your holy contact, and they'll ask for an update.
It's been less than. It hasn't even been a full day yet.
Yeah, and they just want to know how many of you have died so far.
Well,
Okay.
currently we're split up, so I don't know if they're dead yet, but it seems to be going fine. We're doing investigating.
Oh, you can just do the like mental reach out to the weird angel, right?
No.
No.
Can't
Angel has-
read minds. He
Angel has to be
communicates stuff like
listening.
that.
Yeah, you also have to, he can talk to anyone wherever they are, but he can only read minds within, 120 feet of him or something.
Okay. I just maybe I'll contact him. I should have put on my fun telepathy hat.
If you
But I
did,
don't
you
think
guys
it
would have had a
matched
much
my-
harder time getting in here.
Oh, for sure.
Because
Yeah.
they definitely hurt credibility.
Yeah. They absolutely do.
Okay. So, they'll ask if you have a time frame until it's a go.
Well, we're still in the preliminary stages, and also the team is split, so I can't really give you the most up-to-date information right now.
That's alright, I trust the 4 of you more than the other 4.
I was just gonna choose to just kind of take that at face value.
The implication is that the 4 of you are probably trusted because you're warriors.
Yeah, I was assuming it was on some level hatred of non-divine casters
It's kind of that.
and sneakies.
No, they just don't like selling.
Mm.
It's ears.
Just not a fan.
No, it's the racism. Yeah, no, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but yeah, we will touch base when we have actionable knowledge. Thumbs up.
They'll put some money on the counter. Your lookout cafe trip has just been paid for.
Thanks.
What a nice guy.
Okay, jumping back inside. Selvin, or anyone else inside, what do you do?
Well,
Now that we've been shot down, Selwyn's had an
Selwyn's hurt.
episode.
We-
He's hurt. I gotta make sure he doesn't have tetanus. If elves can get tetanus.
Elves can get tetanus.
No, it's only Vesh that's immune.
Paladins.
And Vesh.
Yeah.
Because I have this. But, I guess Callista would start the extrication process. Like, okay, fair enough. I understand you're comfortable with the proposition. That's perfectly fine. Just thought we'd offer. If you want to contact us, you can send any notification to the brewery. Do check there often. Thank you for hearing us out. Have a wonderful day.
He'll offer you guys some scones to go.
That'd be great.
I couldn't possibly. Please give mine to the con artist from the door. She had a lot of moxie.
She helped make them.
That's fair.
Interesting.
I'll take hers.
Okay.
She'll want it later.
Okay. Jam?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Have a wonderful evening.
It's-
Sorry for
Um,
damaging your wall.
That's alright.
You want us to recoup you fixing the wall?
No.
She looks at the drawings on the wall. There's okay.
All right,
Have a good
I'm gonna
morning.
start gently.
You as
people.
well.
Come on.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, we get out, head over to the cafe.
I put on my thinking cap. And by thinking cap, I mean telepathy cap.
We all put the dumbest hats on as soon as we get outside.
Anyone looking out
like-
the window is going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with those guys?
It's part of the uniform. Shut up.
I will say
We're going for
when
Avengers 5.
when we're about 20-ish feet away, like the children are happy at that place.
Yeah, because the fucking vampires. I actually don't know if the children are, but he is. I'm doing this all through the hat. But I'm smiling on the outside, but now it looks really strained. You can just see I'm just sweat. Like my cheap suit is just like covered.
It
Like
starts
sweat.
sprinkling because of the sweat. It looks
Yeah.
like someone's now being devoured by the suit.
Sylvan, are you sure you aren't just seeing things?
No, he didn't have a reflection.
I'm willing
In
to trust him on
shards
that.
of mirror?
In shards of me, I know how to look at things, Nix.
This is Selwyn's like one thing. Yeah, if he says he's a vampire, I'm gonna say he's a vampire. That's fine.
When have I ever been wrong about something being a vampire?
Thank God Mark is in there.
Mark could be a vampire too. Anyway,
The situation hasn't come up. That's not a fair comparison. All I'm telling you is that from what I saw, those children are happy and healthy and well taken care of, and they are not.
By a vampire?
I don't know what to tell you, Emmy or Selwyn.
Who's
I
Emmy?
mean, Selwyn's so
appears.
stressed and confused. Who's Emmy?
Emmy appears in the corner.
But listen, being a vampire does not preclude him from being like an okay orphanage worker, father figure. I don't know.
Yeah, sure, okay, when you like siphon blood off of your charges.
So
They're all bad, they're
Patmore.
all evil.
hold on. I'm asking Patmore. Patmore, are vampires universally evil?
Oh,
In
we're
your
not
world.
doing this like with
Shut
the fucking
up!
dragon.
I am
No.
asking the goddamn question. No, I'm asking the question.
Okay, so it generally depends. There are creature types of vampire that are inherently evil. The Garcane, the Elkimora, the Katakan are generally just creatures of hunger. High vampires are complicated. They are not in inherently evil. That's not a true of the stat block, but they are a inherently parasitic life form, like most mythology vampires are. The it depending on they're evil, depending on if you consider parasitic life evil. Regardless of what they want to do or their beliefs or whatever, they do require human life to sustain themselves. That human life isn't necessarily extinguished. They don't require, per se, the consuming someone to death. But they definitely weaken people temporarily to stay for their own to extend their own lives. It's complicated. The I would say they are the probably the truest trait that's probably universal to all of the sentient vampires is they are definitely all self-serving. If like you can be 100% self-serving and still be a net gain for an area you're in. Like even if he's running the orphanage well and doing all of that stuff, that's just paying for your camouflage. So I don't necessarily have an easy answer for your question. Not all chromatic dragons are evil. They're all selfish, but that doesn't make them evil, unless selfishness is considered evil.
Okay.
Like, I would call most non-high vampires, like the Ekimoras and stuff, like they're about as evil as a wolf is. They're just hungry and self-serving. Outside the context of Star Wars, evil is complicated.
Okay.
Yeah. So with that in mind, what are you guys doing?
I mean, we're going to meet up with the rest of the party.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that you guys were having this conversation at the cafe with the rest of the party.
Okay.
Sitting in dead silence, communicating with our hats.
Well, some of you are
They
speaking
light
because
up as we speak through them.
Yeah.
I like the idea that it's like mid 2000s, like little LEDs around the lettering, and every time you speak, they kind of like light up. But like some people have to speak because I know Amelia and Bing didn't get hats, so I don't think Vesh got one either.
So they're sitting in silence.
Correct.
They're like, what is going on?
Yes.
Well, Amelia would be wondering what Vesh does to stay in shape.
We could go back to our communal in-room.
Yeah, that might
talk
be a
about
good
this.
idea.
Amelia still wants the answer to her question.
Which is what? Oh, Vesh.
Yeah.
It's honestly mostly fighting. And carrying an entire party's worth of stuff around before, and Pilates.
Okay. Turn
Is
Savali.
Pilates-
What do you do?
Swim, climb, fight, carry. That's everything.
Where do you
It's
swim?
all I used to be a sailor, and I used to swim a lot more than I do now.
Mm. You look like a sailor.
Thanks.
You also always smell like salt.
A little bit.
Does that ever come out?
I don't know.
Hasn't yet.
And what's your aversion to clothing? Where does that come from?
It's really hot.
Like, to some people, I guess it would be, but that's a little bit vain.
No, what?
Oh,
You're not her type, but you're someone's type.
oh, sorry. What temperature? You're from a cold place. I understand. Sorry. I misunderstood what you were saying.
Lally still doesn't get it. Wally's looking off into space.
Vali, roll a D100 to see if you find anything interesting in space.
You find the vampire.
Are you looking like street level, or are you like looking into the clouds?
Street level.
You see the back of Nathaniel's head.
My friend.
Hey, look, it's the guy.
We'll go.
Do you point?
Yeah, I point.
It's Volley. Of course he points.
Who's the
we
guy?
Get him quietly.
We
I
could
mean, I
say,
guess we.
"Oh, Nathaniel, it's good to see you. Would you like to get a drink?" Because he left before we killed everyone else.
Why don't you send the least threatening people to go and pick him up? That'd be Mr. Valley and Mr. Flatfoot.
Who's Mr. Flatfoot?
Carl.
Yeah,
What's his last name?
Flat root.
it's a. His name was covered up. I assumed the last part of his name. My apologies, Mr. Flatroot.
My question was valid.
I kept reading it as Flatfoot the entire time, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't
Like
you
for as
two
long-
go and pick up Nathaniel?
Okie dokie.
Try to be quiet
Alright.
if possible.
No matter
Let's
what
have
you
a good
do,
time.
just smile.
More
Like ear
cheese.
to ear grin, thumbs
Yeah.
up.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hey,
He's gonna look over his shoulder. Sees the both of you. He's gonna start walking a little bit faster.
hold on. I gotta talk to you.
Yeah, just talk.
You've mistaken me for someone else. He walks a little bit faster.
Come on, Nate. Don't do this.
Just talk.
Just talk.
Roll charisma. Or persuasion.
Whatever.
Or intimidation. Or deception.
Well, I'm not intimidating him, so it doesn't make sense.
No, you intimidate him.
Passively.
I guess I'll roll intimidation now. And
Okay.
roll a 7.
Mate, it's a DC 5 for you with this guy. He's afraid you're going to pick him up and break him like a pack of spaghetti.
Okay, cool. Does
Hey.
he walk back?
Yep. How you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. How about you?
I am afraid of my existence.
You shouldn't be, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, we're all friends.
You're not going to murder me?
Probably not.
Why would we do that?
You're not going to turn me into a human slinky?
No, I don't need one of those.
What's a slinky?
Don't worry. How can I help you?
We had questions. Turns to Carl as if he's asking Carl a question.
We want to know if you wanted to come hang out with our group of friends for a while.
I mean this in the nicest way. I hope that I never see you guys again. Everyone dies around
Aw.
you.
Well, not everyone.
Yeah, Volley's still alive.
Who's
Carl's
Valley?
still alive too.
And who's
Not
Carl?
Volley. He's Carl.
Carl's
Okay.
pointing.
Okay, so what are your questions?
Okay, but don't lie.
I'm
I
worried
need
you're
you
gonna
to
play
come-
me like a flute. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Are you a vampire?
No.
Well, insight
Are
him
you a
poorly,
vampire?
but- No.
How do I
I'm
know
gonna
that?
insult you back.
Here's his insight. Matter he's gonna fire back at you. You're hard to read.
Return fire, Nathaniel.
You, mate. He's still worried about the whole human slinky thing. He's not lying.
Okay, cool. Alright, that's good. How did you know the other people that were captured? Were you part of like a book club?
No. You sure you're not gonna kill me?
100%.
Okay. I did some work with some of them. We worked in like the local government. I'd like to say I'm important, but I'm a secretary.
I don't know what a secretary is, but I'm sure you're pretty important.
You get a desk in front of someone important's door, and you tell people if they can enter or not.
Complete silence from the both of them.
I said Carol's going a mile a minute right there.
I don't get that as a job.
So imagine someone wanted to talk to you. Your secretary would say yes or no whether or not they can talk to you.
But why wouldn't I just say yes or no?
Because you're too busy playing golf.
Okay.
Do you play golf?
Well, I hope to one day.
So you're like a gatekeeper, but the gate's just my front door.
Yeah, I also take notes.
Okay. So moving on from that, so you were all kind of in the lordship of this here.
Well, more or less. Most of them were receptionists or other clerical workers.
Any like, how often do you guys interact with Doyle?
Mr. Linwood.
Hold on, I'm thinking of a funny way to misinterpret Mister. Fuck, I don't have it. Yeah, him.
Well, I'd have to talk to his receptionist. Well, his secretary a lot. And I would sometimes do deliveries from work to here. Emmy, roll slide of... No, Emmy, you don't have a mirror anymore. Get back into the cafe.
I have 2 sets of thieves' tools. Pull up my extra mirror.
Okay, roll performance. Roll stealth to get closer. Then roll sleight of hand. Then roll perception. Okay, so any other questions?
What's your favorite color?
If I answer that wrong, is it human slinky time?
No,
Okay.
Nah.
Green.
that's a pretty good one.
I like the color of grass.
Oh. Okay.
And there's a
Now
smudge
that you mention
cameo.
it.
So,
Much.
Smudge.
Smudge
but
is
you
a
never met
smudge.
with Doyle, right?
I'm sorry.
You've never met with him. He's never interacted with you.
Um,
Talked.
he once told me that he likes the way I tie my tie.
Okay. Thanks,
Felt
Nate.
really nice.
Now was
I like the way you wear
secretary-
those pants.
Thanks. It's a new thing I'm trying out. But yeah, no, was his secretary among the people that were taken?
I don't think so. They came to work today, so I assume not, because the others didn't.
Okay. To your knowledge, did like swaths of people go missing before?
Yeah, people were going missing every few days. I assumed it was like the plague.
No, it was kidnapping. Probably.
Isn't it adult napping?
Huh. It is adult napping.
Hmm.
All right, thanks, Nate.
See ya. I hope I never see you again. Emmy, he has a reflection.
Okay.
And he takes a very brisk pace out of here.
He's clean.
Apparently,
Maybe.
most of the captured people were part of the lordship, like government, whatever you guys call it.
Anyone directly related to Linwood?
Just acquaintances, seems like.
So we have a weird picture on our hands. From all outside views, he's a good guy doing good things for people. But according to someone, doesn't have a reflection.
He's not a good person.
Let's go ask him.
He's not.
If he's a good person, he answers honestly. If he's a bad person, he does bad guy stuff.
He's a vampire. He's fundamentally evil.
What's so fun?
There's
about
no
it?
getting by it.
Emmy, you may have missed Vala's question, which was what's so fun about him?
Nothing.
But you said he was fundamentally.
It just means at his core, he's
Oh,
evil.
okay. Well, again, whatever this is, we ask him. Actually, I'm
We
gonna
have
go ask him.
No, we tell the
You guys tell
Helio
the-
priest.
Yeah, no, you guys tell them. Jump him in his house in like an hour or so. I'm gonna go ask him.
We're not
No.
jumping him in the house. We'll put the children in danger.
They're already in danger if there's a vampire there.
Look,
Guys,
we should put the children in more danger, and he's not a threat to the children.
guys,
You don't know that. He's
The
a
children are
parasite.
all
He's a
healthy and
bloodsucker.
taken care
They
of, and none
murder
of them are
and kill.
unhappy.
guys.
We don't know that, Nix.
Oh,
We
hang
don't.
on, hang on. Murder wants to say something. Murder?
Oh no, that was Vali in character.
Okay. Valley?
They can continue. I'm not making the ambush plan. You guys can do whatever. I'm just saying, set that up. Be the backup plan. I'm gonna go ask him. kind of just looks side to side.
Fuck. Close will trot off after you.
Just like skipping after me. Okie dokie.
Okay. So the rest of you want to collect Jerome?
Not Philip though. He's he's a force of destruction.
How did they contact us at first? The
Um,
last time?
They
Yes,
walked over to you and said hello.
Where is that person now?
Probably back at the estate.
Yeah, they're on their way back.
We're like a 15-minute walk away from like the orphanage, so we should be able to they should be able to catch up, right? Because we didn't go home or anything. We just kind of decided to have this talk in the middle of the street,
Telepathically.
more or less.
Yeah, well, if you
Ish.
want to. Yeah, it's alright, mate. There you go. So we'll say that that's organised. Murdoch, you knock on the door.
Yeah.
You would be immediately greeted by a voice saying, "I can't open the door, but I'd like to hear what your business is, and for a
Oh, are
small
you
fee,
the
I'll
secretary?
relay it."
I'll repeat that. Oh, are you the secretary?
Governess.
Hun, you've already run this racket.
Turns to Calista. What's
He
a
sounds like an
governess?
idiot.
No. Honey, I already paid you.
Yeah, he hasn't.
He's with me. We just got to talk to
Damn.
Mr. Is it Lynn Wood or
Is
Lynn?
Doyle in there?
You just hear in the distance, yes.
I just have like a single question, but I'd rather not shout it because it seems private.
Yeah. One moment. You hear like halfway between negotiation and debate before the one who was at the door trottles off. And then about 10 seconds later, you'd hear the door open. And it's like, hello, it's nice seeing you again.
Hi.
Sorry
And-
for the intrusion.
And who are you, big guy?
I'm Vali.
Farley.
Oh, right. He gives him like a coin, like a silver coin, for the governess.
Thanks. He'll put it in his breast pocket.
Can I come in again?
Yeah,
it's-
come in. We've got more scones if that's where you've returned.
Oh no. He'll wait until the door's actually closed to ask.
He'll close the door behind you.
So this is a little awkward.
I hope it isn't.
Are you like an evil vampire?
Oh. You want to come to my study upstairs before we finish this conversation? I don't feel that this is a conversation for the little ones.
It's
Oh, yeah.
not very child appropriate.
We can also
Yeah,
have it
my
on the
bad.
street if you're worried that I'm luring you back there to murder you.
Nah, don't worry.
That's why I'm here.
I'm not
It's
worried
fine.
at all.
You're his bodyguard?
Sure.
He looks like he intimidates doorways.
He does. That's mostly kind of because he misses sometimes and clips it, and then just a chunk comes off. But
Alright, you guys have very short doorways.
I'm.
you're not wrong.
I'll talk to the house manager for you.
No, it's fine. It's more of a recurring problem than a you problem. But study, yeah, not a child conversation.
We'll take the east stat. Well, I don't think the west would support your grand stature. Unless you guys shank him on the way, he'll take you to the study.
Nah,
No, we're just
getting-
committing.
He's
Into
he's
this.
really shankable, no armor, looking the other way.
No,
Yeah,
I'll hit him in the face when he turns around, man.
you know, Matter, I
Right.
appreciate that honor.
I'm fully committed to this dumb fuck idea. Okay. We in his study? I
Yeah,
assume?
yeah, he'll take you to the study.
Alright, I don't really like beating around the bush, so I'm gonna be honest. We sort of kind of stumbled onto a order of Heliotic Knights in this city that were capturing and killing vampires and people associated with them. We sort of kind of killed half of them, and we sort of kind of promised that we'd kill a big one, which is allegedly you. Are you a big vampire?
Yes, you all aren't very discreet.
I
I
get that a lot.
if yeah, like yes, but would it be alright for me to have a day so to get some affairs in order before we do this?
We don't have to fight necessarily.
Why?
We're kind of split on if you're a good guy or not, party wise.
I guess I'll come at it from the other side. How much would you like to be paid to leave town and never come back?
It's not about pay either.
Oh,
It, like, I personally don't see it, but we did kind of kill some people, so it was more like our bad sort of thing. But ideally, if you're a good guy, you disappear, at least to a satisfactory degree for them.
Yeah, we're kind of. We're not the A team in the whole people who want the vampires in town dead. They've got like a whole system. We're kind of just winging it.
would you be
So-
willing to help them to get rid of the vampires in town in exchange for getting them to leave those associated alone?
We kind of are doing that. That sort
Yeah.
of stuff. Them kidnapping people like Nate. We're supposed to suss you out because you're the big vampire.
Potentially.
He just said he was.
He might be a big vampire. Okay, are you a big vampire or the big vampire in town?
I'm. Are you referring to like hierarchy, age, or formidableness?
Quite frankly, is there a bigger fish that we can throw at the Helio guys so that they like are chill with you? They're
not
not.
anymore.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's...
Is there somebody we could like take out to pretend it's that it's ruining your little network of people, but it's not because you're not dead? Because again, if you're a good guy, I really don't want to kill you.
I don't necessarily disagree with getting rid of my kind here. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I don't disagree with it. I do disagree with everyone associated being murdered. So if you're willing, I would be interested in paying for your services to lead the solutions here and help them fight me.
And this puts me at an odd angle. Because you're sacrificing yourself, which is a good thing.
But
Well, the but is I don't want to kill good guys.
I don't know if there is such thing as a good guy out there, but if there is, my kind are not good guys.
Well, maybe not your kind, but you are.
Right. At the moment, I am, and I would like to stay that way. But if a massacre happens here, I won't be able to ensure that.
Don't worry, we wouldn't lead him here even if it was set up. Kids downstairs and all that. Honestly, I thought the plan was just to catch you in an alleyway or something.
Why'd I be in an alleyway?
People go through alleyways sometimes.
They're really dangerous. Why would you ever go into an alleyway? You're just asking to be mugged. Well, if you accept any piece of advice I give you, avoid alleyways.
So you sure you can't like pack up and we'll just handle the like fledglings here? And maybe come back with a different name once they've moved on because they're satisfied?
It takes a long time to establish oneself in a way that one can humanely exist. I morally can't do that again.
All right, you stay still. I'm gonna go handle this.
Can I continue my day to day? Or am I waiting here in my study until you're done?
He doesn't have to stay in his study, Volley.
Yeah, you can move around. Yeah.
I've got some appointments at town hall. Is that okay, or do you want me to stay here?
We'll just shout for you if we need
Like-
you.
Okay.
Just don't like be caught alone by Heliotic priests, and or like they want a week from now to be their go zone, so just beware, I guess.
They're very
I'm
well
gonna-
intentioned. They're just not good in practice.
I'm gonna be straight with you. I don't think they're good intentioned either.
What?
I fucking hate Helio people, but the whole might makes right, right makes war, war makes might makes right, that whole cycle that they get caught in. It's definitely implemented here, but that's politics aside. You just don't get caught alone with the Helio people.
That's fair. I'd also recommend staying out of politics. It's very hard to be a moral politician.
It seems draining. That was not a pun I meant to make. Anyway, I guess Volley's gonna go do something. Don't tell me it's kill the Helio people, please.
No. What?
You're
Never.
me, aren't you?
No.
He lies.
Matter. Roll
That's
deception.
not plan A. No, that's
Okay.
not plan A. I don't have to roll deception for that.
Okay. Can I know what plan A is, or do I have to watch it unfold in real time?
Talk to them.
Okay. That's
Preferably
fine.
like Jerome, because I don't think Philip likes me. Jerome at least laughed at my joke.
Yeah. Can we do that away from the spinning ball of fiery death that they keep in the basement?
I'll remind you that's not permanently there. They can summon it nearly at will, but it's It's not permanently there because it's too much of an upkeep to maintain.
I guess I'd go to like the manor and just knock on the door.
You would run into the party on the way to the manor because that's where the party was heading. Unless
What
you're
happened?
avoiding them, but I assume you run into them.
We talked.
Good thing you're alive.
He's a pretty good guy.
Unfortunately, was very chill.
And why are we killing him?
Because he's not a good guy.
Well, I was
People
gonna...
are complicated, Selwyn. You of
This
all
isn't a
people should know
person.
that.
This is a creature.
Who has done nothing but help those around him.
No. You don't know that. What if it's all a cover? He could have lied.
Every bit of
They
evidence has
shapeshift.
shown
They
that.
lie. They feed off blood. No, because we don't know how much evidence have we gathered other than their innate nature. That's all they know how to do is kill and
Except
drink
he
and
doesn't.
feed.
Except
But he
doesn't.
might. We don't know, Nix. The
You
only thing we
don't
can
know
rely
that
on.
you're right either.
I know I'm right
How?
because I've seen it. Because that's what.
Seen him?
No, them. Those creatures.
He's not one of those creatures.
Yes, he is. He is, Nix.
I will not participate in his murder. Because it's murder.
How is it murder?
He has done nothing but help the people of this town. Done good things for this town.
I don't agree.
Out of curiosity, what does Gendril think about vampires?
He doesn't know what a fucking vampire is.
Fair
Like in
enough.
this context, like you don't. Do you think vampires chose to live underground with the dwarves? Why would you do that? It's damp. It's cold. Dwarves taste like shit.
It's fair. Aw.
There's just
Don't agree with that more too fast. There's always a twist.
there is just so much like hard, heavy metals in their blood. Why would you ever eat a dwarf?
So, unless someone stops Ollie, he's just straight up gonna knock on the front door.
Like,
I mean,
man.
while we're walking, I'm like, so what did you talk about? Like, what?
I asked him what he was, and he answered. And then I asked him what he does, and he answered.
Is he leaving?
Nope. He wants
Why?
us to get them, so we can kill him together, and so they can be satisfied because he doesn't disagree with people killing vampires. I'm not gonna do that though.
He wants to commit suicide by cop, is what I'm hearing.
I don't know what cogs have to do with this, but yeah.
He wants to commit suicide by guard.
Oh yeah. But again, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna handle this. Knock knock.
They'll metaphorically roll out the red carpet for you.
Hey, I have an update on the whole situation.
You will be offered some tea, and maybe a light breakfast if you're interested, or you could just do business if you wanted to.
I'd prefer to go in on an empty stomach for this one.
Okay. They have some chateau if you're interested.
Sorry, what's that?
Wine.
Oh, okay, cool. No.
Oh. So you found him and you have a plan.
Yes. I've taken him prisoner.
looks behind you.
He is currently under house arrest, and I, as a knight of the Red Knight, have taken him prisoner, and he's under my jurisdiction.
Okay. And you intend to do what?
Well, I intend to keep him there until he gives me a reason to kill him.
Do you need a greater reason than what he is?
He's proven himself different.
You see, they get it.
Don't start agreeing with the solutions. That's such a rat to go on.
So,
Okay. Sir Jerome, I know that these terms are probably not acceptable to you.
yes. That is.
You've
that,
done it. You've cracked it.
Yep,
The
yep,
fucking
you.
nod you did threw me out. Hold on.
Like, you described it pretty well. You got it.
Hold on.
Yep.
So I'd like to issue a challenge. Consider this the whole religious duel thing you offered. I beat you. You accept my terms and the Red Knight's terms, and you move on. Your religious duty of justice and protection is still fulfilled if he's taken prisoner. And if you were beaten in, fair combat, then even Helio can't object too much, because you gave it your best go. I don't want to kill you, though, so I'm not going to be doing that.
So your proposal is that you want to duel me for the right to keep him a prisoner.
Yes.
And if you lose, you will help me dispatch him?
I guess if you keep me alive, yeah.
And
I'm under the impression that it's up to the winner to do what they do with the loser.
more or less. And what are the terms of this fight?
Well, it'd have to be... I saw that zombie. How do you guys duel in Solus?
Normally with swords, and with the Might of Helio.
I don't have a sword. I have an axe.
Okay, you may use an axe. It is a sword equivalent.
So, full weapons. I think you do miracles.
Helio does miracles. I am just a vessel.
Yeah, of course. So it'd be pretty unfair if I didn't let you do that. So you can do that. Yeah, I'm good with the two of us just duking it out.
Okay. And are you... None of your friends?
Ah, fuck me.
That's not a term, is
No,
it?
not in character. Shut up.
Oh, and Smudge cameo for those who are smudgeless in their lives.
Smudge has blessed this combat.
I started looking up the rules for dueling, and oh my god, there are so many.
As a player, I want to include them. I want to include the whole party, obviously, but I just feel like it's in poor sportsmanship for Volley to do that.
Look, I'll put it this way. If you want to do it with the party, he will be able to have an ally equal to the number of people you have, and this will be like a 2-hour combat, right? If you want to just duel him one-on-one, we can probably get it done in 20 minutes.
Just do 1-on-1.
I have Emmy's blessing. I'm doing it one-on-one.
Glad to know
will
my
say
blessing means
that-
something.
Um,
Someone's brooding in the back of the group right now.
Nyx is basically like, she will say, I will bring him back if you kill him, and then we will be very angry.
Yeah,
I-
I'm cool with dying.
I don't plan on killing him. Oh, second Smudge cameo.
Smudge is just there.
Double blast.
Yeah.
I give you a butt cameo, but she's asleep on my bed behind me.
I'm about to lose so fucking hard.
When
but
I
it's
do
okay.
stuff around the house, Smudge sits on my shoulder like this as I walk around. Because
Nice.
she's my little parrot or crow or falcon.
This is what my cats are doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're being
same.
slackers.
Sleeping.
Hey,
They were like on top of each other up here an hour ago. I should have gotten it then.
ooh, headbutts. What do you want to do, mate? Ooh. Oh, we're falling asleep down the arm. Smudge is a little smudgy alien. Okay, anyway, so Murder, one-on-one.
Yeah.
Now, I think, just meta discussion here, I think pre-buffs will be allowed, but only self-applied pre-buffs. So you can go into Rage early, you can Northern Heart early, you just can't be, like, hasted by being...
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
He gets way better ones, but honestly, I'd rather him use a haste than smite at 5th level.
Okay, so...
I am gonna do both of those things, by the way.
Yep.
Northern Heart and Rage, I mean.
Smudge, are you okay, mate?
No, she wants your attention.
Oh, we're moving. We're going for the lap now. Okay.
Yikes, I only have 1 dice.
Do you want to quickly murder a few peasants?
Hold on. Give me a second. I just come back with a bag full of D4s.
Oh, if you want D4s, you can just do rabbits, man.
Okay. Yeah, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. You can apply some grotesque buffs now.
Okay, just give me a moment just to go through his sheet.
Oh, actually, I'll use that moment to go to the bathroom real quick, if that's okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely, mate. Okay. So, who are we betting on, guys?
I'm not betting on this fight.
Yeah.
I have full faith in Murder.
I mean, in character, Nyx would bet on Volley 100%, but it's kind of like a level 12 paladin versus a level 8 barbarian. It could happen, but also a level 12 paladin.
It's half damage, though.
I think I posted a TikTok earlier about, paladins are just basically like immune to everything.
No, I don't think I saw that one.
It's at 7:03 today, or 7:03 my time. It's right above where Zombie put "Let's go, Diego." Even though
okay.
I keep trying to read it wrong.
That hurts my brain looking at that. No yawning.
Sorry, I'm back.
I'm so glad it's Friday tomorrow.
It's Friday today.
We have 2
Don't worry
hours
about it, I'm
left
being a
before
dick.
it's Friday.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So, Murder, what buffs are you pre-applying?
Just Northern Hun Rage. That's all I have.
Okay. Now, Murder, this would be a lot easier if he didn't think you were okay.
Huh?
Well, he doesn't want to kill you. He respects you.
I guess it's between his respect for me and his duty to his god.
Yeah. So he's gonna Armor of Helio it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which
he's
level?
gonna... Sorry?
What level?
I don't have to declare that.
Well, no, but I declared mine.
He's using his highest spell slot for it. He's going in this with the assumption that at no point he's going to crit, even though that's not necessarily a feature he understands. But yeah, he's using his highest level spell slot on it. But on the other end, you're like fucking resistant to fire and cold and bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing, and probably everything else while I wasn't looking.
Oh yeah, no, I just snuck in every resistance.
Like, Radiant's the only thing he can hit you with that's going to really hurt.
He has a lot of radiant.
He does, but he runs out of that quickly, and you've got regenerative temporary hit points. Now, it would be easier for me to track it, Murder, if you could keep track of Northern Heart on your red health bar for me, so I can
do.
understand.
That's where I take it off from. It starts at 9, and I just take it off from there. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna give it a maximum of 9, so I can see how high it is on the line. If that makes sense.
Oh, my bad. I don't think I've done that. Yeah,
Cool,
you
not a
did
problem. Okay, so he's going to Armor of Helio, which is not concentration. He is also going to bless himself.
Yep.
Now, there's no way to set up an NPC sheet so it will roll bless on things, so when he misses by, like, less than 4, we'll just roll it for then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, cool. We're gonna bring up turn order. I haven't even put you on the fucking map, have I? Here you go.
Oh, I have to reapply the hit points then.
Sorry.
No problem.
I thought I moved you
no.
here before you wandered.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. Initiative?
Yep, you just roll it as you normally would, because it's just you and him. And surprising no one, you're gonna go fucking first. Murder, I know you got a 30, and that's a pretty good flex because it's double what he rolled, but you already beat him.
I have to keep rolling it to make it muscle memory, so I don't forget.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
And it's the principle of the thing.
Okay.
You go first.
I'm gonna waddle up here.
Yep.
Seems so half-hearted.
I like to think it makes Squidward noises with each footprint. I don't want to do this, but also on the other end, it's going to be kind of cool because I'm beating up a paladin. But on the other end, I think you're cool, and I'm weirdly a pacifist murderer.
So, I'm more cool with this than I would the other one. I'm gonna reckless attack, but no great weapon master because he's in full magical plate.
I'll give you a heads up on that. No shield. The plate doesn't seem inherently magical. It's just really expensive.
So 18.
Yeah. So it's up to you, but his AC is not crazy.
Let's test the waters, right? Let's see.
Yeah. And you kind of want to pop the Armor of Helio in as few as hits possible because it's just going to be throwing shit at you.
Yeah. Reckless, obviously.
19
that
hits.
fits.
So, okay, so you do burst the armor of Helium.
I do half the fire damage, so that's half of 25. Right? To fill a spell slot?
You half the fire damage, which means you take 12.
Yeah. Which burns through my temporary and does 3 damage to me.
Okay, and you deal 7 to him.
Aha, came out on top. Gonna try to hit him again.
Yep. 25 hits, man.
Bad roll, but that's fine. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to grapple him.
Okay, get him in a noogie.
Yeah. Oh, still advantage. 27. He can roll higher than that.
You'd hope so, right? Oh. Let's hope, right? Nah, only a 13, man.
I'm gonna be a little bitch about this. Do I get anything special for more than 10?
You could technically restrain him, but because of the way how this works, you would also be when you grapple someone, you grapple like you're also grappled. When you restrain someone, you're also restrained. When you pin, you're also pinned. Because it's more of a support action than it is a targeted debuff. So
Could
you can.
I,
Oh yep.
just to suggest that it's fine if it's a no, but could I like prone him with that?
You want to prone him? Okay, actually, man, I'm gonna throw a suggestion at him out here. Do you want to disarm him?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Carol, I need your artfulness to draw his sword on the map somewhere. Okay. That's turn murder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he didn't appreciate that, surprising no one. He is... I'm just reading...
That is a very good sword.
It looks like a bird.
And it's
I like it.
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Okay. Murder. We're gonna action channel divinity. I need a wisdom save.
Ah, darn it.
This is versus fear. If you're immune to that, don't roll.
Oh, do I have something for that? I feel like it. Let me look actually.
Okay. Take a moment. Technically, those in the stands watching are also have to roll against this, but don't bother because it doesn't penalize you for being afraid of this guy. It just penalizes
I think
murder.
I'm just default afraid of this guy because I'm worried about volley.
Oh, I thought that was murder's roll for a while. I'm like, murder, great roll. That's just Emmy. Emmy, you're not afraid of him.
I have advantage
Just
against.
Emmy?
I have advantage
Just-
against Heliofear from that one time.
Callista is.
Darn it. Okay, I'm about to be afraid. It's fine.
I took your 20. I'm sorry, murder.
No, you didn't.
No,
Oh,
No,
I
you
did it!
didn't. You shared. You summoned it.
You shared.
Okay.
He also rolled charisma, but
it's
It doesn't
same.
A
matter.
20 is a
20.
20 is 20.
Yeah,
I
I was gonna say
missed,
I don't think it
okay?
matters.
I missed.
Oops.
Okay. We're then going to we're then going to bonus action spiritual weapon, which we're going.
Doesn't he? Is bless concentration? I forgot actually. It's on.
Spiritual weapon isn't concentration. Bless is.
Oh no! I just hit him twice.
Oh, good call. He's good.
No, he's fine.
Okay, so he's getting spiritual weapon. I'm just double checking spiritual weapon. I think it upcasts. It does. So we're going to do it at This is a 4th level spiritual weapon. We're gonna bonk you on the back of the head with it if it hits. Technically it's advantage, so I'm just gonna quickly D20 to crit fish, but nope. Okay, and that's a 4th level spiritual weapon. Carl, I need a different coloured sword floating on the map.
So 11 force.
Yeah, 11 force damage. Okay. Now we re-roll initiative, because there's a chance he might go before you. It's not a
Just a
high
second,
chance. He got a 17 this time. If you roll like all 2s,
I go before him. I have a minimum of 18 on this one.
yeah, you do. But you also have a better dex mod than he does.
Really,
Okay.
just what's the word for it? Putting dirt in the wound. That's it.
Yeah. No, you're rubbing his
Okay.
face in it. I understand.
Just hit him twice.
Yep.
With reckless.
Yep. 18 exactly hits.
Yep. And just gonna pre-roll this one. Okay, cool.
That hits. Deal.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to shove him because of Path of Herculean to prone him.
Yep.
Precarious rest. Yeah.
So he rolls athletics, or you just do it?
It's still a check, but I get to do it as a bonus action with one hand.
12. 17, you prone.
17. I should have done this before, but it's fine.
It's fine. Okay, so that's turn though?
Yes.
Okay.
Two concentration checks, sorry.
Thank you. He's good.
He keeps fucking acing these.
Well, it's what he does. Okay. He's really not appreciating all this bullshit you're doing. So I'm gonna program an unarmed attack.
Yep. He's gonna start just punching up at me.
No, he's gonna punch you right in the kneecap.
Oh, cool.
Because, like, on the assumption that's gonna hurt like a mother. Okay, by default, it is 24 plus strength, which is 4, plus 1d8 radiant.
Oh, jeez.
Well, by default, yeah, he has improved divine smite, so if he attacks, it's radiant.
Yeah. Paladins are crazy.
They are.
Paladins are great. Okay, Murder, we're going to, with a flat roll, because you were reckless, we're going to try and punch you in the knees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The 17's not going to hit, so we're going to use our last Child Divinity, and we're going to add 10 to that roll to hit.
He hits both. Remember,
Okay.
though, Divine's improved smite is for only one attack, I think.
No, I think it's all.
Yeah, it's all attacks. It's
It's the cleric one that's once per
yeah.
round, I think.
You are Savu. You are filled with righteous might with all your melee attacks. So all your melee attacks now carry divine power within them. Whenever you hit a creature with a melee weapon, the creature takes 1d8 radiant.
Yeah. Roll 'em.
Okay, and
I'm sorry.
no problem. And we're gonna throw a 4th level smite on both of those.
He's
Little
not
sauce.
having it. He's not.
So
He's
I
like,
don't.
he's gonna two-punch you to the ground.
Okay, so Divine Smite is 2d8. You get one more d8 for every level, so that's 10d8 damage.
Yeah.
He wants the kneecaps.
Isn't it 4d8 total? Because it's 4th level slots, right?
4th level, but you start at 2, and then you go 3 more
Oh
from
yeah,
there.
no, sorry. You start. Yeah. Okay. Fuck, I can't do math today. Holy
That's
shit.
alright. So this is a radiant. This is a smite damage. 55.
Pretty good.
This is a base damage.
Ah, he does d4s.
Yeah, he does d4s.
Okay, so total radiant is 64.
Now, I will say, the room just lit up on Riley's kneecaps.
No, he's bones. He needs
I was
this.
just about to say that. It's like,
My bones.
This is, we spend a lot of time together. That's how I know. We're all like, my bones!
My bones.
Oh, yikes. Yikers. And I
can
have
you like
the-
cough and jangle stuff? Is that a thing that Callista can
I
do?
feel like that's a cheaty cheat.
Oh, they might know. They also have
Let's
the
not-
omniscient
yeah.
angel.
Let's not cheaty cheat on this one. I don't want to die.
I will say, paladins are they're kind of burst characters. Like, he has burst. He's out of 4th level spell slots, and he's used all his channel divinities.
Can you heal yourself with any of your abilities, Molly?
No.
And
Molly
then,
lives until he dies.
He
That's
needs
his mantra.
that. He needs to be the bite barbarian.
then we're going
They
to
can heal
spiritual weapon you
themselves.
again.
Rude.
That misses.
Yeah, that'll miss regardless of the D4. Okay. Murder, it's your turn.
Well, I need to roll initiative.
Yeah. Just gonna grab something from the other room. Do your shit.
Not gonna lie, you're doing a lot better than I thought. However, you are yellow, he is still green.
He is, yeah.
To be fair, he knew Vali's weakest point.
The knees.
At least he didn't go for the family jewels. That is
Why did-
truly honorable.
Yeah, there is no honor in doing that, and he'd break his arm.
Balls of steel.
He already knows Vali's balls of steel. Vali volunteered for this.
I'm not gonna reckless because I already have advantage.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
gonna
it's
make
just
this
wise at this
difficult on
point.
him.
Fucking hit.
I would appreciate a crit.
Fucking hit.
but-
Mate, you don't need a crit. You're just hitting everything you do.
Okay. That's
Okay.
pretty good damage roll.
Deal
actually, so I can't complain.
40 plus 24. That's 64 damage, which is nothing to sneeze at.
He's yellow. I got him on the ropes, fellas.
You just have to survive this next turn.
Okay. He
Oh,
still doesn't have a
two-
sword, which does
2
make it a bit
concentration
harder.
checks. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the 6 is the lowest, that's plus 8. So that brings us to 14. He needs a 16, which he rolls. I need both of these. As long as they're 2, it's one. The first one's good. The second one's good. The first one's just exactly on the number.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Now, still don't have our sword. It's kind of bullshit. Not gonna lie.
He's doing pretty well without it.
So, disadvantage now because you didn't reckless. We're gonna go for your knees twice. We can't say that for anywhere D4, but the 21 will hit.
Yep.
There will be a 3rd level smite on this.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be 2 plus 2, so that's 4d8. Uh, 16, 23, and 5 punch. And
Okay,
when you ask Val if
25.
he could heal, he technically heals 9 hit points around in a mechanics way. Oh, and sorry, we're
Yeah.
going to also just see if our spiritual weapon hits. No advantage.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. No.
Okay.
Okay. How are you going health-wise, man?
There you go. I was doing math.
Okay. You're actually arguably not bad because you're just gonna go before him.
You've
Don't
jinxed
jinx
me.
him.
I'm
Okay,
allowed to
jinx
jinx
on
him. I
you,
need every edge
murder.
I can in this fight. Probably
Fuck.
scary. Ooh.
Fuck.
No, this is the
Ooh.
one.
Roll it.
Ooh.
Yep. You fucking.
I'm
Jinxie
sorry, I
bastard.
didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah, just roll
He's
your
spoke
attack.
it into existence.
Okay.
This is it. Oh well.
Disadvantage. That's a nat 1. That's a 12.
Oh, give me a
Okay.
fumble. Give me a fumble. Come on.
Yeah, honey fumble.
Murder, you get an attack of opportunity on him.
Fuck yeah, best case scenario. Best case scenario.
Let me roll it. Come on.
Bludgeoning or no?
Slashing.
Sorry, slashing. You basically.
Oh, and
exclusively-
I'm dropping my d20 on this one.
Yeah, of course you are. Oh, of course you are.
Yes.
Hey, Patmore, leave me alone. I'm fighting for my fucking life.
You're not.
Slice and dice.
Aw.
Well, it's perpetual health loss, but it's no double, which is a shame.
Let me roll it again so I can just roll a normal.
Yeah.
Normal
Great
damage.
again.
Actually, just take the first one. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
I need to fucking get a 20 hit dice.
What did you get that from again?
The immortal thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wild.
Okay.
I like to
and-
think that you're mid swing and it's just a slow motion of your axe approaching as he's laying on the ground.
Man, only 8 on the d20. So that's 20 damage, 35 damage. Yeah.
And he takes a d6 at the start of all of his turns now, which is nice. Like, wasn't a good crit, but it was a hell of a reaction.
It was a nice bonus. I
Yeah.
admit it. Oh, give me a concentration check.
Oh yeah, of course. Thank you.
I need him to lose this just so I can get.
5 plus 8. We're looking at 12. He took a total of 35. He rolls a d4. He's lost bless.
The moral victory is mine. The actual victory is yours, but the moral victory is mine. My turn?
Yeah. You can't do much right now.
Good. Fucking 1 attack,
Hit.
2 attack.
Hit.
I wish I had a bonus action, but that's complaining about nothing.
You could insult his lineage.
Don't do that.
I'm not. This is an honorable duel. Ah, this is gonna hurt so bad. Ah, fuck.
You might get to go first. Because it's a new round.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. I basically don't need to roll for him, but we'll see where. Yeah, 13. Cool.
I hit him twice. Well, I attacked him twice.
There we go. Gold star. Yeah.
Exact 18.
Have you
We've been
missed
here
yet?
Nope. Don't. Fuck.
Never.
How dare you jinx it?
Dirty jinxer.
Can't let me have one thing.
Oh yeah, you know, I've ruined maiming this guy. I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck.
Does he have 1 hit point?
No.
No, no, he has a bundle of them.
Keep in mind, Murder is dealing essentially a third level smite on every hit. So, like, this guy had more hit points than Murder, but Murder hits like a fucking truck. Murder, roll the d6.
Oh, right. Take 5.
Okay, see ya. Okay. Anyway,
I got excited for like a second there. It's like, no, that's Pat, we're joking.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna have to punch you in the knees again.
Misses twice.
Nope. If Bless was still alive, that 17 would hit.
Well, fucking yeah. That's why I was so happy about
Spiritual
not having
weapon.
it on.
13. Nope. Roll initiative, Murder.
So the music I'm listening to also got super intense right there.
Oh, he
Oh,
nat 20 the
fuck.
initiative.
Fuck.
Damn it!
D6,
He
Murder.
just I did. It's a 3.
Oh.
I don't go before him. I can't. Go
No, no,
before
I
him.
mean the D6 of his bleeding.
Oh. Yeah.
Every little bit.
It all counts.
4 less infinity
I
she
mean,
has.
this D6 is fucking chunking him. I'll give it that. Like 4s and 5s.
That's true.
It's
Murder,
Sorry?
he passes out.
No
What?
shit.
No fucking way.
Yeah, he had 2 left.
GG.
I will look at our boys here and say I can heal him, but I don't want to rush in there, assuming you're gonna smite me. So
No, he's okay.
He'll walk it off. It's
he's
fine.
okay.
he's still
Just bleeding on the floor.
Can I go at least tend to the bleeding wound?
No. He's fine. He can't die here.
What?
Are they
Oh,
talking
it's
like
like
a
a-
Destiny sense, or are
No,
they
it's like a Halo thing. It's an auto stabilize.
Yeah. He's like
Oh.
the space or whatever.
He's
He'll
fine.
walk it off.
Wally's gonna take a break.
Can I heal him? I point at my party member.
Like if he needs it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Boop.
Hemorrhaging blood angel.
I can't
Hemorrhaging.
boop down there. Can
No,
you
you
boop me
can't.
down there?
Hmm. I
Don't
guess.
you have a teleporting bird?
I don't want to hurt anybody. It does an
Fine.
AoE.
Oh fuck, that was close.
It was.
I felt like if anybody could do it, it would be you.
Oh, for sure.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no. Like Carl had it in the bag.
If Carl were in there, this wouldn't even be a challenge.
Yeah. Keep in mind, he's wearing like metal armor. Carl's got a hammer. He's just gonna make it. He's gonna origami him into a loser.
There you go. And origami into him what he already is. It's already a loser.
Like to Vali, you know, I want like one of you try to beat Vali.
No,
Pick
because
a better-
I can't.
pick a better
I
god,
could
then
not.
you'll
I
be a
would. I
loser.
would banish him and then I would run so far.
Oh, that's
flee
not
the
that's
country.
not necessarily a good move, Amy.
Old person, run.
Why is Valley not from this plane of existence?
Oh, sorry. No, hold. First off, and I think most people agree Vali's not a person, so you can't hold person him. He's a monster. But you don't want to banish Vali because he's just going to come back with friends.
This is very true.
Like you banish him to the Feywild, you know he's going to chase you with a unicorn.
Yeah,
You
no,
send him to the planet of water, and he's going to have a giant boat made of water chasing you.
I don't even have quips. I'm reeling from actually fucking winning this, dude. Oh my god.
I think the last time, Murder, you did a one-on-one duel was as Jericho, and I don't think you won that one.
No, because I was fighting your abomination. I was actually level 30.
No, that was great. You got rid of his sword, which was huge, and then you knocked him down, and you didn't let him get back up. Good job.
You
Good
sat on
fucking
him and beat
job.
the shit out of him. Good job.
But Murder, those knee pains will never leave you.
No, they
Oh
won't.
yeah, no, he's got chronic knee pain now.
Fucking, he atomized some of my ligaments, bro.
I can fix that in a level.
You can get a Jerome fist imprint out of Varley's kneecaps.
With a greater
Like-
restoration, anything is possible.
Aesthetically, this was not what you'd call a climactic duel, but
14 more hit points. I'm mad about it. Because I rolled max and then min.
Now, Murder, imagine if he had his greatsword for this entire fight.
bro, you letting me actually disarm him was fucking huge. I was just sitting there like, okay, I have a chance.
Like, you beat him by like fucking 15.
Yeah, him having an actual greatsword would have made a huge difference.
Well, the thing that kind of fucked him was that you passed his Conquering Presence ability, which if you failed that, you would have disadvantage in error because you're feared, but as a Conquest Paladin, you'd also take damage every round you start next to him, because that's how the Aura of Conquest works.
Yeah, no, I know that. It just like it was clutch as fuck.
And so when you're under that effect, you also lose your movement. So as long as you're 10 feet from him, you're under the effect. But you can't move, so he could be 10 feet away from you and still hit you, and you wouldn't be able to do anything. Conquest Paladins are just bullshit.
Yeah.
But they went well, Murder. Gold star.
Thanks.
When he's up and no longer bleeding, which does take a little while because you did beat the stuffing out of him. The deal's been made, Murder. You're now in charge of that vampire until your own natural death. And you are now accountable for anything it ever does.
But like by technicality, does this also make me a Knight of Helio?
No, but if you want to join them, they can they can take you to Solace, and they can put you through the academy, and you could be a Knight of Helio in with your skill maybe a year.
I'm more like a Knight Errant, so if I could like speed run that and just go back to my business, that'd be better.
Well, if you wanted to like apprentice under Jericho for 2 campaigns,
Jerome.
Sorry, Jerome for 2 campaigns, he could put a proposal in to get you
Can
accelerated.
this count as one?
No. This taking out the vampires in Vermilion is a campaign.
Yeah.
So if you helped him for the rest of that, that's a campaign, and then you do help him with the next campaign.
Hold off on that. We'll have to be in touch. I'm kind of doing a thing with my party right now.
Okay.
I'd still like to learn about Helio though.
Well,
Also, no takebacks. You have to accept Valkyr as Helio's uncle too.
wait, that was not one of the terms.
He fucking looks
Tax it
me
on there at the
straight
end.
in the eye.
Oh boy.
If you want, we can decide that now, but you'd have to get back into the ring.
Let's just take 5 for the day.
You sure?
He looks worse than me.
He has Leon hands, so
He
he could.
does, yeah. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have stuff to do today.
He also still has a few more smites up his sleeve.
He does. And I don't have like a Northern Heart anymore, so
Yeah, that's once a day, right?
yeah, once per long rest.
Yeah. Okay, so Murdo, would you like to go and tell Doyle the good news?
If my legs still work, yeah.
You might need to be like assisted
Like, by
Well-
who? We're gonna have to airlift him.
by Vesh.
Vali's like, yeah.
Look,
yeah.
Vesh can
And
carry
Carl.
Valley.
Well, yeah.
Carl.
Yeah, okay, I'll give Carl that.
No, Vesh
Actually,
is-
Carl's stronger than Vesh is. Carl, you can do it alone.
That's true.
I think proportionally Vesh works better because she's taller than both of us. Oh,
Nope. Carl is distracted.
Murder, roll a con save.
Oh no.
Bali fucking dies.
No, it's not
It's
that.
First one, 19.
It's 19.
Murder, you resist long enough for him to stop pulling. He nearly dislocated your shoulder.
Ow, 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 ow.
I got you, buddy. Don't worry.
No,
I can.
Hilarious.
Okay.
push, don't pull.
Pushes Folly over. We did it! Yay!
Okay. So, Murder, you return to Doyle.
Barely, but yes.
He
Good
will.
news.
Yep. He'll greet you as the other one's not allowed to greet visitors.
Bali comes back in there like fucking charred. Like half a nuclear bomb went off on him. So,
Like you have the worst skinned knees.
yep. So, good news. Well, mixed news.
They've
kinda
agreed to
walk
give
up
me a
him.
week.
I kind of walk up to him and like just poke him in the forehead.
Your
not
finger
my
hurts.
prisoner. Sorry.
He just took a beating for you. Let him talk, man.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying his finger hurts from poking with that. Sorry, I'm your prisoner.
Well, technically, I don't actually plan to imprison you or anything. Just don't hurt people. But you are under my jurisdiction that's been officially recognized by the Heliotic Order. So you get to stay here.
Do I need to get a room ready for you?
I don't plan on staying here. We'll just say I am.
But that's lying.
No. My rules. I get to figure out how you're imprisoned.
Okay, what are the terms?
You're doing community service.
Don't hurt people unnecessarily. Try to eat bad guys more than you eat good guys. Keep taking care of the kids.
And?
That's it.
Maybe check in on the winery for once in a while, making sure that they're not trying to
press him
embezzle.
into our alcohol.
All I'm saying is just making sure they're not embezzling.
I don't support the alcohol trade.
This
That's a
funny.
really firm and unusual stance to take in this town that has so little business. But okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna lay down on your floor now, and I'm just gonna sleep there.
I will lesser restoration both of his knees.
It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a bunch of these. I won't lie to you. Like,
well,
it's
I can
ground
only
up.
grow so many tendons back at a time, okay?
Yes.
I'm doing my best.
We're rebuilding from the ground up here.
Don't make us liars.
Or else I'm coming back here and getting you too. I say from the floor.
I can agree to those terms.
Also, like, I tend to overlook things, so just kind of use common sense for any gray areas. I feel like I can trust you.
I hope you're not proven a fool.
If you think you're losing control, just reach out to us.
Are you guys going to be in the next town over, or am I never going to see you guys again?
We have
Very
ways
real
of-
chance that we'll never see each other again. But if you send a letter to the tavern can send it. It's a system I'm working on. Not the tavern. What the fuck's it called?
If you
Winery?
find
This is
somebody,
Stand up.
Thank you. That was Cat. Anyway,
Maybe work on like a more reliable communication network. I find one of the
how do you
people
feel
who
about
Oh.
carrying a sending stone around?
not opposed to it unless you call me at all hours.
We won't. We'll try and take time zones into account.
Okay. And weekends.
Wait, who are we giving the sending stone?
To the
wait,
vampire.
where are we getting a sending
Oh,
stone?
I'm gonna go buy one.
If everyone leaves, I will say to him, I will kill you one day.
Just straight up.
Not today, not tomorrow, but one day.
Would you like some assistance with that? Emmy?
No.
Okay. Well, when you decide that you need to, look in my bottom drawer. Left side.
Kind of shuffle through now.
So you wanted to just be like, oh, okay.
I maintain eye contact and I look.
Okay. You find a box about that big with like a little combination lock on it.
Password.
Just move all of them 2 down.
Do so.
Okay. Emmy, looking inside, there's a dagger.
Okay, what type of... Does it look like a spooky dagger?
It looks old.
Interesting.
It doesn't look like it's that formidable of a blade. It looks old and chipped.
Does this mean anything to me? Like history-wise?
You can roll history if you want.
Let me hold. Nailed it.
Hey, come on, mate. Sorry, Smudge was demanding my attention. And stop rolling that 20s, Emmy.
Never.
Hello, Smudge. I've heard her for like the first time.
If you listen to the recordings, you hear Smudge all the time. Because the recording doesn't have the same Discord filter that takes out all the minor non-verbal
All the smudge
noises.
peeps.
Yeah. Emmy, not because it's a history check, but because it's based on intelligence, you think that's a Dalvanite dagger.
Oh. I'm gonna take it and maintain eye contact.
You may.
Fuck yeah. I'm not gonna tell Nix about it. He's just gonna get mad at me.
He would
What?
recommend
As
keeping
long
it in
as-
the box. The box is made of lead for a reason.
Oh, okay. Sure, I'll keep it in the box.
Radioactive then.
Yeah, it's a little bit
it's-
radioactive.
It's not radioactive, it's just, it has an aura that it affects shapeshifters in, and if it's in lead, it doesn't.
So he's been keeping his own murder weapon next to him.
Yeah?
Pretty
Okay.
metal. I mean, it makes sense if you're a vampire and but you're also like the orphanage dude. Like if you feel yourself getting a little bit spicy, it's probably a good idea to have a quick exit.
So yeah, I'd like to go get some sending stone, a pair of sending stones somewhere.
Now, there's only the auction in town. With a fairly large range, I do need a D100, but assuming you don't roll like Amy normally does, you'll have what you're looking for. Well, they'll have what you're looking
Me! Why did you have to say that?
for. That, for everyone who's wondering, that was one of these.
Yeah.
Patmore, stop jinxing our rolls.
That's not how that
Witch.
works. Um.
Fuck.
It's rough
There
out
goes
here.
that idea.
Okay.
fine.
Now there are other things that work like sending stones, but they're going to be much harder to get.
I'll listen until Callista dies. I'll just sending him like once a week, like, "Hey, good bro," and he'll be
Cat.
like, "No, I've succumbed to the blood addiction," and we'll be like, "Well, fuck," or
We're on our
"No, I've
way."
been killed by Helio people who double crossed you," and we'll be like, "Well, fuck," or he'll be like, "Cool, yeah, I'm good. Thanks
Now,
for asking."
Cat, I do have a rebuttal to that.
Yeah,
You keep nearly dying.
I know. That's why I put a finite time limit on it.
So
Until
what's the
Calista
plan in
dies.
2 weeks if you die?
We'll hopefully be in Blackward where they have a better magic store that Angel can get a sending stone at.
And then only
Mail it back.
Okay.
Look, that's not a problem right now. We're gonna focus on the now. We have Callista now.
I'm just quickly seeing if I can make a suggestion because I know there are other long-range communication magic items. I'm thinking there's a.
Can I buy him some paper birds?
That would not be here. That would be in the Hosen Dynasty. But there might be it's the token of something. It's the I think there's the token of the Raven can be used that way. Not like the token of the Raven Queen, but like there's statue magic items. And I think the statue of the Raven can be used to communicate long ranges. I'm just double checking. It might even be called that, but one moment. Preemptively roll a D100 to see if they have one. What was your total?
29.
29. Now, and Murder, I also think I'm also considering giving you a boon for 1v1ing a mini boss. Any suggestions?
Resistance to knee damage.
Yeah, just give me the Asimar resistance dude ever, and then don't actually.
Iron knees. Your knees count as like a D6 when you knee someone.
Yes. I don't know, man. Follow your bliss. I think the stupidest plan ever working is boon enough, but if you want to give me something, I'll take it.
I don't think it was a stupid plan. I think it was pretty clever.
Mechanically, it was because D&D isn't designed that way. I just happened to clutch up out of nowhere.
And now I've moved on from battle music to Zen music.
Well,
So we're in a good spot.
Murder, I've got 2 choices for you. Would you like a player reward, like people normally get when they do like an arc but they're not leveling, or do you like to hit your level up early, but when everyone else levels up, you won't gain a level then?
Oh, that's actually a tough one, given my current situation. I'll take like a non-level up player reward, mystery box.
On Sunday or Monday next week, we'll talk about exactly what that is. I think we've already discussed it, but I would like to narrow it down a bit.
Good, because I have other stuff to talk to you about.
Yeah, we need to talk about your droid stuff as well.
So much stuff.
The stuff you're doing in transit.
Yeah.
They're always plotting and scheming.
Well, Actually, I've spoken to Murder the least in the last month than I have in the last 6 years, and I felt it.
You're just sitting there in the mornings like, I wish I was calling with Murder right now.
Well, I've been way more productive, and I don't like it.
So obviously we have to put a stop to that.
So
Um,
wait, it's not after your session tomorrow. It's next week after your session.
No, so it's like, so I've got a session tomorrow, but I don't
Yep.
have a session on Sunday or Monday, or
Yeah, but it's
Tuesday.
like-
So it's any of those days for you.
Okay, it's the upcoming Monday and Tuesday and whatever, not like the. Okay, cool.
Cool. Oh, and look, see how bright I am when the actual sun comes out? New webcam.
Yeah. I mean, it looks good. Your sheet actually looks red now
It was always
instead
red.
of maroon. Well, it looked maroon.
Well, it always
a maroon.
marooned me.
Why do you
Holy
like this?
fuck.
Existing in several cultures at once. Okay, well, I'm going to end the recording now because twice over the last month I've left it going for 30 minutes after the session, then had to fix it.